Oh, you can do audio output capture?
Cool. Yeah, people can hear us. Yay. Test. You guys hear us? What's going on? My name's Will. We're in Counter Roleplay. We're got a few technical difficulties, seeing as Zoom fucking killed itself. So we apologize for difficulties, but we're gonna push through them here in a few minutes. Everything will be sorted, and all will be well with the world. And we'll be playing Star Ascension, which is a game about stars ascending to greater levels than they ever have reached before. And we have the creator of Star Ascension with us, who's actually running the game. We'll get the cameras on in a second, guys. Don't worry, we'll have people with us soon. But we have the voice, at the very least, of Stuart. How are you, my friend?
Doing pretty good this morning. I'm super excited. And if you guys have caught previous editions of Star Ascension on Encounter Roleplay, Will has done a tremendous job game mastering several Star Ascension sessions. And now today I get to actually jump in and run a game for you guys. So I'm super psyched about that. I've got an interesting module lined up for you guys today called The Privateers, because you guys will be basically legalized space pirates. So
I'm all about that. Legalized space pirates. That's what I'm petitioning for.
I voted
today. I voted for it. So you can check out the Kickstarter for Star Ascension there. So Stuart, whilst we're bringing in cameras into places and stuff like that, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what Star Ascension is?
Okay.
What is Star Ascension? What does it mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, and I'm gonna be dead honest with you guys. One of my creative consultants, he's like, "Hey, let's call it Star Ascension. It sounds good." And we didn't know what that meant, so I kind of made it up after the fact that, writing it into the plot that the Star Ascension project was in the narrative of the game, a project that created the first faster than light drive. Humans had been colonizing space for hundreds of years using, not quite as fast as light ships, so you'd have to be asleep and it would take decades to get to the next star. But now all of a sudden you can go at multiples of light speed, and what that means is that people are pressing out into space, and there's kind of a lawless kind of region where like the Navy hasn't quite caught up. There isn't really a lot of government in certain parts of space, or there are a lot of kind of lost colonies kind of things, and so it's just a really big sandbox for playing as merchants through space, as soldiers, fighting in wars, conducting espionage. So if you like things like Firefly or Chronicles of Riddick or Ender's Game, things of that nature, you really should back and purchase Star Ascension because it's right up your alley.
Absolutely. Go check it out on Kickstarter. How close are we? 93%? I think
93%. Yes.
And I believe when you hit certain things today, certain things are going to happen in the game, right?
Yeah, as is my style as game master, this is going to be kind of arbitrary. So there's not really necessarily structure to that. I'll just kind of make it up as we go along. I'll be like, because I'm looking at it right now. We are at, what are we at? We are at 28. 2,800 and change roughly. So if we get to maybe 2,850, all you guys will get, upgraded weapons. We'll just say, for example.
Nice.
So
nice.
let's so if you guys want to back this project, get it up to 2,850. The first thing that will happen is all your weapons will be a little bit better than it was before, just somehow automatically.
Nice. Awesome stuff. And of course, you can donate to Affected Gamers per usual, and the usual viewer decisions and shenanigans like that are in place, so you can give players nat 1s, nat 20s, well, I guess the equivalents of those in Star Ascension as we did last time, wild magic surges, weapons and stuff like that. You can find out all the stuff down below. And of course, viewer decisions will happen when we hit 20 followers. So you can check out that there. And we've got a new tweet up, and when that tweet hits 20 retweets, you guys get to decide what happens next. I have no idea, Selden, about the theory of relativity and time dilation. That's probably a question for Stuart. Is that factored into the game? I'm sure it is.
The thing about Star Ascension is, we actually try to incorporate as much real science as possible, be it apparently dogs flying through space. I'm not sure what this is, but yeah, black holes actually do create, time and, dilation, and there are black holes in real life and in Star Ascension. So yes, it is a factor.
Space grung, absolutely. So I guess we should learn about our characters for today, and our class who we're playing, and tell us about that character as well, what they look like and stuff like that. And of course, let's introduce the rest of the cast because we haven't done that. How rude of us. Redundant, how's it going, dude?
Yeah, it's not going too bad. It's not going too bad.
Not going too bad. God,
yeah,
glad to hear
it's
it.
okay. It's okay.
Good. And who are we going to be playing today, sir?
My name. I'm going to be playing a guy called Malcolm. He's going to be a type. What they have typing is a soldier. He's going to be kind of like. He's going to be kind of like, in a sense, a soldier, but not one that's like a professional one. He's got around life by, like just picking fights and learning as he's going and stuff like that. So he can handle himself in a fight, but he's not one of those professional soldiers. But he gets by. He gets by.
Gotcha. Cool. That's Malcolm. Raffian, how are you, my friend?
Muted. That's how.
There we are.
I'm good. I'm super excited. I found out about this at like 1 a.m. or something, and I was like, I'm down. Let's do it. So I don't know much about it. I caught like the back end last time you did a game of this. I caught like the back end of it. And
back end's the best end, I always find.
Yeah, I mean, I love the back end. I mean, sometimes, that's your only option, and it's not a bad option. But no, I'm excited. I wanted to try it then, and I'm glad that I get an opportunity to try it now. I don't know much about the system at all, so I'm excited to learn. Oh, and my character, I'm playing.
Yes.
I'm playing a combat medic named Artemis Holiday. Goes by Doc or Doc Holiday or whatever. He's a combat medic, and I guess we'll learn more about him together in game.
Absolutely. Cool. And I come to talk to all last because I know he's fixing things. So I am today playing Eric. Eric is a bruiser, and he's grown up on some pretty mean streets or mean space asteroids. I don't know. And he was in gangs invariably in his youth, in and out of kind of like spaceship prisons and stuff like that. Finally, he's kind of been broken out just by chance. He managed to get a very good lawyer, blackmail a very good lawyer, I suppose you should say, into making sure that Eric gets out of jail. And he was in there for all sorts of murder and killing and probably drugs as well. He's quite a hulky guy. But he's actually quite softly spoken, despite the fact that he is a very dangerous man when it comes to beating people up, basically. So that's Eric, and finally we have Tool Squall. How you doing, my man?
I think I got it fixed. I have no idea why suddenly we went through a warp, a wormhole or whatever that was going on there. It was our high-end special effects.
Exactly,
for the stream. But I'm happy to be here. I'm figuring out how to do stream on the fly, which makes sense because I'm the ship's engineer, which is I'm totally playing the Scotty of the ship. He is a sort of a skinny guy. He's grown up in low gravity, so he's able to sort of scurry around through all of the the tunnels and such that are on the ship or maintenance areas. So that's his deal, and his name is Mercury, and at this point he's just happy to be here and that the ship hasn't exploded, or the stream, either one.
Nice. So that's our cast and crew of the show today, the privateers. So just go a little quiet, so you might want to bump yourself up a little bit there. But yeah, I guess other than that, let's us dive into what on earth is going on today, or what on space. So Stuart, why don't you take us away?
All right, taking the helm, so to speak. All right, so, and I'm sorry, I'm like going through different windows and whatnot. But all right, here we go. So today's episode, or one-shot adventure, or module, if you prefer, is called The Privateers. Very, very simple. So let me explain the history a little bit. So at one point in time, the governments of Earth collapsed and then became unified as an Earth government, and they asserted their dominance through space. And this is collectively known as the Earth hegemony systems. And not too long ago, there was actually a war that actually, I think, which one of you is soldier then? Tom, a.k.a. Malcolm, was actually a veteran of that war, and so was Artemis Holiday. You two were veterans in this war and discharged honorably or dishonorably, maybe. The rest of you were non-combatants, doing your other things. But during this war, one of the hegemony generals named General Mortimer Patel, he went renegade, and he took a division of his troops, and they occupied an unaffiliated planet very, very far out on the edge of known space. So really kind of an inconvenient place for the hegemony to really deal with. The hegemony government, it's really kind of TO'd that their general kind of just went renegade and took off. And they'd like to deal with that, but they can't really directly due to a number of reasons. So they have actually hired you guys. Now, why would you guys take this job? Because you guys had tried your hand at being interstellar merchants. Business was not super great for you, so you needed to figure something out. And the hegemony military was like, hey, would you guys be interested in a letter of marque to become privateers and help us destabilize General Patel's regime on this planet called Cerulean Gate? And you guys were like, oh, yes, please. Yeah, we'd love to do that. Because the military will actually, they've got a special deal. They'll actually pay for any goods you obtain under the stipulations of their letter of marque. That basically any sort of goods that General Patel is trying to ship or export off world, because Cerulean Gate is a very verdant agricultural world, and they've got a very thriving agricultural industry exporting foodstuffs, which is very important nowadays in space colonization. And the hegemony would just love to kind of cut off that flow of income. So you guys, that's what you do. Anytime a ship leaves with goods, you try to steal them. That's basically it.
Makes sense.
So that is the deal. And you guys actually have kind of a relationship with the local partisans on Cerulean Gate, because it's a dictatorship on the planet. It's not good. It's not cool. So you guys are just. Fan. Now, any questions so far, or any thoughts so far?
We have our own ship, yeah?
Yes, you have your own ship.
Do we know what the ship is called?
That's up to you. What you guys can name your ship.
Who's the captain?
Who's the captain?
That's a good question. That is a.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Eric would probably he does like a commanding role because he likes to bully other people into doing what he tells them to. So it's possible that Eric would end up fulfilling a role similar to that.
Interesting. All right, I like that.
We let chat roll our captain.
Yeah.
Oh,
chat can decide what the captain is.
Uh-oh. I meant the ship name.
Oh god, the ship name.
We'll see what they say in a minute.
This will get interesting.
It's going to be called the USS Wills Donger now. You just wait.
I knew it. I knew that was going to come up. I was about to say that.
The Holy Lance.
Oh my.
Oh baby.
All right. So are we going with the SS Wills Donger? Is that?
We'll see. We'll see what they say. If they come up with a better one, I'll change the name of it. Yeah.
All right. That is good. So the independent merchant ship Wills Donger is in space.
Ship McShip face.
Ship McShip. Okay, we got.
Oh, the Maw of Thunder. There's a real name.
Mauve Thunder. Wow, I kind of like
Ooh,
that.
I like that.
Yeah,
name.
that's
That's
good.
a nice
Alright.
name.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh. Let's do that. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Gotcha. Let's do it.
All right, so Mauve Thunder it is. Mauve, yeah. Yeah, Purple Moment is a bit too on the nose. I might agree with that, but Mauve Thunder is pretty good. That has a good ring to it.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, cool. All right, so there we go. And just a side note, Will, you've actually chosen the Bruiser character, and it's no coincidence that's a character class that's kind of inspired by Jane from Firefly. So so the viewers at home just imagine that this is kind of like a version of Firefly where Jane is actually in charge. It seems. I guess that's where this is going.
Love it.
Nice.
We're screwed.
Nothing can go wrong.
You want to run this ship? Yeah. Well, you can't. Well, I guess you can today. All right, excellent. So we've got so Eric, who is the captain of the Mauve Thunder, and you've got you've hired your crew, and you've got a full crew complement, and so just business as usual, business as normal. And your sensors detect a ship taking off. It is a merchant ship. In fact, it's what's called an Iridani class transport, is what it is, as a matter of fact. And this is, and you can actually tell by the telemetry that the ship must, it's probably laden. It's probably got some cargo aboard.
Okay. I say, there's something on the radar.
So,
The blinky thingy. It's one of them ships. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Captain. Yes, Captain. If you could get do we have weapons on this ship?
No, we don't. We have cutlery that we.
Well, I meant, does the ship have weapons, as in fiery things?
We fire spoons.
The ship does have weapons. However, the letter of marque from the hegemony, it stipulates that wherever possible, you need to avoid actually harming civilians. And this isn't, in fact, a civilian ship. So even though they're shipping goods that you want to abscond with, you really want to try the best you can to actually not hurt them.
Right.
And in a situation like this, the standard tactic is actually to bushwhack them. Basically, you hail them. You say like, "Hey, what do you got? We'd be interested in buying. Let's dock ships." And then once you dock, you pull your guns, and this is a stick-up sort of situation. That's usually the best way, because if you were to fire with your ship's weapons, well, the goods would be destroyed, and you also wouldn't get anything valuable.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go get my gun. So I'll just.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of put on the comms like, everybody to the forward deck. There's a ship. We're gonna fuck them. All right. Oh, and bring your weapons, because you're gonna need the weapons for the fucking bit. Okay.
I'll prepare the boarding harpoon for us to secure ourselves to their hull. Captain, if you've kind of forgot about that.
Yes, the harpoon will be good.
Got you covered, man.
Thanks, bro. No fucking clue what the procedure is.
Well, I
Right.
thought we were gonna
wait,
board.
I
I
was
thought we
supposed
were
to
gonna
have an
pretend to be
accent.
traders.
I think the plan is okay. So what it says, okay. So the plan is, we're gonna call them. We're gonna be like, "Hey girl, what's up?" And then we're gonna go on their ship, and then we're gonna draw our guns and say, "You're fucked." And then what? Oh god, what's the technician's name? I look on my files for what Torscore's name is.
Oh, it looks like his name is
Mercury.
Mercury.
Mercury, yeah. And then Mercury, you harpoon them, so that once we're fucking them, you harpoon it so that we start to draw ourselves into one another, so that we can spoon, essentially.
Yes,
Man, the captain needs to get laid.
We've been in deep space for 20 years.
You need to find yourself in a companion and, do that. Because all this sex talk, man, it is over the top. I'm telling you, you've gone too far this time. However, I will poon the ship so we can get the loot. If you follow what I'm saying here, my friend.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Turn it up.
Do we need to take 5 so everybody can go, do their thing, or are we good?
Poons away. So we get to the forward deck, and I'm gonna kind of weapon up and get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to enter the forward deck and stand behind the captain, and I'm the doctor here, so I'll be having some needle with, I don't know what all I have in my inventory, but I have a needle with some injector fluid, and I'll stand behind him and kind of squirt a little out, and I'm like, "You called for me, Captain?"
I mean, not yeah, I did actually, yeah.
You require my services.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna go fuck him. There's a ship. Then do the old 1-2. Yeah, the old 1-2 up the wazoo, Yeah.
I'll bring the drugs.
Okay, sure. Cool.
I have a satchel with my assorted goods.
Absolutely.
Assorted trade tools for the medic career field.
I'll bring drugs. Okay.
That would make sense. Now, as far as equipment wise, let's just assume for the scenario that you all have a standard armament of a laser pistol, and we'll say 2 reloads. All of you have at least 1 laser pistol for now, and 2 reloads. And we're gonna have 1 laser rifle. Who wants the laser rifle?
Me.
The medic. Oh wait, no.
Terrible.
The one that can use it.
Let's give it to Malcolm.
Malcolm is having the laser rifle. Okay. Now, you've detected this ship on sensors, and again, the next step would actually be to open up a hail channel and kind of convince them to dock, because otherwise they're going to run, and you have to chase them, and it may not go as well.
Okay.
Eric,
who's good at talking to people?
Oh, I was thinking that would be you, my friend Eric. You seem to have the pickup lines all set to go.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with ladies. Let's hope Sheila's on the line.
If not, we'll just call Doc. He's good with the ladies and the men.
Sheila's on the line. So yeah, I'm gonna hail them on the radio. And he's gonna have Eric's sexy voice on. So it's gonna be like, hello.
Hello. Oh, no.
Hello there.
All right. The hail is answered by a feminine voice, and she says, "Yes, this is the independent merchant vessel Jorvik, Captain Choi speaking. How can I help you?"
I'm like on my webcam in my captain's quarters.
I'm just standing.
So,
I have the
and he's like, yeah, I was looking to pick up some supplies.
Well, I tell you what, Will. Why don't you go ahead and make a charm check? So for that, if you look in your character sheet, you've got 2 dice in charm. So just give me 2d6. And you know what? For your sexy pose, I'm gonna give you a bonus. Why don't we roll 3 dice? Why not? Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What up? I'm just joining in to roll 20, but I've got a dice roll up, so I roll this 3d6 in. So 3d6. Just slowly unbuttoning. I've got some jazz music going on in the background, just to spice it up a bit.
Kenny G.
All right, so I rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15. Fantastic. I'm gonna do a roll myself.
Hey, and thank you to Modest Mitchell for the host. Thank you, my friend. Welcome. We're doing
right.
Star Ascension right now.
Okay, all right. She says, and whom might I be speaking to?
You can call me E.
Well, E, I've got some cargo to unload, and if you've got payment, we can talk.
Oh, I've got cargo to unload too.
Then maybe we should dock as soon as possible.
What's your name, sweetheart?
Again, I'm Captain Choi to my people, but you can call me Jen.
Jen. Jen, would you please open up your docking doors to me?
All right, sailor. Now let's talk payment. What are you? Oh, we've got some foodstuffs. We've got on the open market. You could probably get 10,000 credits. What have you got in the way of payment?
Guys, what do we have in payment?
How we always pay. Drugs.
Oh yeah. We got drugs.
We got drugs.
Medical supplies.
Oh yeah,
Medical supplies.
I like look off from the obvious off-screen camera look, and I'm like, we've got medical supplies.
All right.
You can hear the others talking in the background. They're like they're just behind the camera.
Yeah, we're all just standing there. Drugs, medical supplies.
All right. So now the idea here is you actually don't have any intention of paying, obviously. So I'm gonna need a deception check from you. So and your deception looks like it's rated at 2 dice. So yeah, give me 2 dice and tell me what you get.
12 double sixes.
Double sixes.
Oh, baby.
He's been lying to bitches for far too long. He's got this.
So we'll say the first 6 is
love drugs.
I almost just lost my coffee.
Space drugs. All right. So you're a negotiator. You got a critical success, and you know how to kind of play the you try to bargain her down, even though you know that you're not even going to pay anyway. So it's a pretty successful con, and she's a little flustered and hot and bothered by your neckline, your sensual plunging neckline, as it were, and so she read
by your neckline. Sorry, these need to be quotes.
We're like 10 minutes in and the game is already perfed up. So we got.
Amazing.
Did you notice who your cast was when you got into this story? Just checking. Just.
It's par for the course. I mean, but so that's great. So she says, yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and dock vessels and look forward to seeing you.
Let's do that.
Captain E.
Dock vessels. How do I turn this thing off? Guys.
Just that button by there.
This one?
That's the one.
Here, let me, I'll take care of it.
All right.
All right, well, guys, I think we got it.
Good work, Captain. Good
Captain,
work.
I'm taking your remote back because you always end us. We watch in Spanish all week when after you mess with the monitors.
I like it that way. You'll say she said that we're gonna bang, so I think we're all good.
So now Will, is it possible as the channel host you could get the starship map up for everyone to see, because we may run a little combat. We may see it may be combat, maybe not, but we'll see.
Is it in Roll20?
I will go make a new map for it. So yeah, it'll be in Roll20 in like a couple of minutes time.
Gotcha.
Couple of minutes time. Okay. So why don't we? While Will's working on that, let me. We're gonna go ahead and take a kind of a little breather to kind of look and see at the chat window, and see if anybody has got any questions or anything. Eric wears neckliner by Given She. Perv level. Templar Warden says perv level overload. This is nothing.
Ain't seen nothing yet, son.
Templar,
not yet.
Knows that too.
We still need to duck.
Bird versus Plant says this line goes all the way down. Girl.
Accurate.
All right, the map is in the roll 20. You guys should start to see it of the starship here.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There it
Let
is.
me turn it on for the stream.
There it is.
Pretty.
And let's take a look here. And all right, everything.
Do we need to have characters on roll 20?
I just got the pre-gen sheets. I didn't put them in the roll 20 yet.
Yeah, don't worry about the character sheets. I've got a copy on my end in case you guys forget what you're supposed to roll or whatever. So I'll help you out with that. But
Yeah,
again,
I've just got the copy. I didn't have one on roll 20. I just want to make sure that. Okay.
Yeah, that's sufficient. And again, just a reminder of the rules mechanic is that with every roll there is a crit die. If it's a 1, might be a disadvantage of some sort, be it a critical fail or a flawed success, and then a 6 on the crit die. Is either automatically a critical hit or it's a chance to explode that die if the roll is not sufficiently high. And then we assume that the first number on any given die roll is in fact the crit die. And I may even give you an advantage where the first 2 are called crit dice. And in order for that to be a disadvantage of any kind, both would have to be 1s. So you only have like a 1 in 36 chance of having any negative effects, but a 6 on either or both will give you the benefit of rolling a critical hit potentially.
Are you rolling those crit dice, or do we need to be rolling those as well?
They're included in your die roll, so we just assume that the first number in your die roll is the crit, and you have the option to potentially explode it if necessary.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so there we have it. We have got a map of the starship there. So there it is. So you guys have docked. Again, you're all armed with laser pistols. And in addition to a laser pistol, Malcolm, the soldier, has a laser rifle as well. Now, ostensibly, does your laser rifle have a name?
Bertie.
like that.
Dirty.
Dirty Bertie.
Dirty Bertie.
Of course it is.
She has a name. All right, Dirty Bertie is her name. Now, and in terms of how weapon fire works and combat works, combat may arise now or it may not. But but ostensibly, you guys are boarding under the pretense that you're going to be buying goods. So, do you want to conceal your weapons in any way? Do you want to holster them? Unfortunately, Dirty Birdie is going to be a little obvious, a little conspicuous. So it may be hard to board the ship with Dirty Birdie.
Can we do under the guise that I'm just there as protection? Because trading in space, it can be risky business, can't it? So it's only natural to have, if we're going on her ship, it's got to have some sort of protection.
It's like American logic. You're safer if you have guns. If everyone has guns,
exactly. Right? It works in America, right?
No one gets hurt. They cancel each other out.
I mean, that totally worked in World War One.
I mean, we're just going with what we know, us British,
So, I don't have the names pulled up. So Redundant up here has a pistol and a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And can I give my pistol? Because I'm not going to be using it. I'm going to be using my drugs to attack people. So, yeah, injecting them with toxins and poisons and hallucinogens and stuff like that.
Like that.
What's that?
Hallucinogens.
Yeah, I can do stuff like that, right? As a doctor?
Absolutely, you can.
I've never played a medic in D&D, and I'm super excited to do it. And I just want to go full medic on them and just inject everything. So can I give my pistol and my holster to the captain, so you can have dual pistols?
Totally, you can. Of course, you can.
Okay, cool. Then I'll do that.
Yeah.
So that way, he looks epic, badass, and
I'm trying to look hot.
You just look crazy. It's just...
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm over there with like a plague mask on and like my satchel just full of like every illegal drug.
We've tried to tell him like a million times that it's not the Black Plague. He doesn't need a plague mask, but he just thinks it's cool.
Some of the stuff I carry, you got to be careful.
That's so good.
I was dishonorably discharged from the military because I was doing illegal experiments on the wounded.
There's nothing worse than a dishonorable discharge, I found.
Yeah, it's actually just for. I am in the military, and that's a terrible thing.
It's true.
Your life's fucked.
Hey, you made a literal bear. He cheers 100. He says, "Am I a gentleman?" Of course you are, my friend. You're not only a gentleman, you're also a scholar.
Gentlemen,
You are just a scholar.
Just a scholar.
You are both, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Looks like Blackwing 88 is still with us. Still on the mechs. Still all about the mech. Cool. If we, I guess potentially, if we get the followers or retweets we need, again, we can have mechs potentially today.
You might get like 50 messages. Very, very true. But all right, so you're getting I'm sorry.
My weapons are probably like holstered, but as the captain, I expect like to be able to carry weapons around.
Yeah, just double holstered, and then Artemis Holiday has got his needles. Hey Artemis, you've got 3 dice, 3d6s in first aid. Why don't you roll those for me real quick and let's see what we get. Okay. I'm just kind of curious what that's gonna mean.
So I roll 3d6. I come out with 5, 5, and a 3, 13 in total.
All right, so 13. So what is like the desired effect of any syringe that you're going to be trying to inject?
In negative or positive ways?
It's up to you. Just like I guess if you're using them as a weapon, like are you trying to like knock them out? Are you trying to give them some hallucinogens? What are you
yeah, I mean, there would be different. Yeah, I mean, some of my stuff I would want to, knock them out so that way we can capture them and maybe do like ransoms and stuff. There might be some where I want to inject them and they like go mad and start seeing everybody like as monsters and they like start attacking their own allies and stuff. Like, I mean, I don't really know all the effects. I mean, maybe just testing out new drugs on them and seeing what kind of effects they have.
What are you packing today?
New recipes.
Yeah. All right. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do for you. And by the way, it's a really they have a new device. It's a nano injector, which is kind of like similar to the Star Trek hypo spray. So there isn't really a needle. You don't really need it. You just really need to make skin contact, and it delivers the drug.
Okay.
Which is cool. And I'm gonna say that you've pre-concocted like 2 versions where you've got like the night, the night juice in one, just temporarily knock them out, and you've got the hallucinogen like really fucking good acid shit in the other one.
Okay.
And if you want to like give them like a new experimental cocktail. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, and we'll roll and see what happens.
Yeah, during like travel periods and stuff, I just want to be like creating new drugs and like doing stuff so that way I can test them out on enemies. And
it's happy hour.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
And previous crewmates, not these ones because they know better, but previous crewmates, they didn't learn their lesson. Because you'd be like, hey, can I come in and see you for your physical? Your annual checkup, and And well, we don't talk about that. You don't.
Yeah, I like these guys, so I'm just gonna be helpful with them and be like, actually like healing stuff with them. But my enemies.
This is why Mercury only uses duct tape and super glue for all medical needs. He does not visit our esteemed doctor because that's some scary shit, dude.
We only visit him as a last resort.
Yes.
Well, so I'm getting the feeling like Mercury here kind of reminds me of the dad in My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Hey, just a little glue and duct.
Yeah, duct tape and Windex.
Absolutely. Yes. But I guess as far as sort of a weapon, I mean, he's using his brain, so I think he has his
wrench
interface module that he has with him that is like the ultimate hacking. I walk in and it like starts taking over cameras and getting into security systems, etc.
Watchdogs.
And then because it is he has an old teleplay that he likes to watch. He has what he calls his sonic screwdriver, but it really doesn't do anything. He just points it at shit. It's a total distraction, so they don't notice that his interface module is doing all the things. He like does all this waving around and shit, but no, it doesn't do anything. It flashes and goes like that. Gosh, that kind of sounded like Xena, did it? Yes, it does a Xena call.
All right. As the engineer, you've got 3 dice in a little, in mechanics and also in computers. So, one way or the other. Why don't you go ahead and Mercury roll me 3 d6s and tell me what you get. Let's see what you get.
While he does that, I had a question from chat. It was a whisper, so I don't think you guys can see it. But they asked me if I had any lethal poison shots, and if I already said that I did, then sorry. But if I didn't, then could you say if you do or not on stream? I don't have any poison shots right now. The 2 I have is a night juice that knocks them out, and a super powerful acid hallucinogen that makes them see all kinds of random shit. So those are the 2 I have right now. I can concoct more in the future as we go along. I can come up with new stuff as we go, but those are the 2 that I have prepped right now. Absolutely. Sorry, I just want to answer chat before it disappeared on me.
Absolutely, and we are probably not gonna. Nobody has asked the question as to why you have night juice in readable form in a nano syringe, but that's okay. Nothing to give up.
Just accept some.
Like I said, I want to be helpful to my allies. I don't want them to be scared of me. I don't want to divide the group or anything. So when they come for medical stuff, I want to be able to do healing and help. But for my main focus is creating new drugs to put on the market and trying out new recipes and stuff. So I do that on everybody else, not my crew, but literally civilians, police, military, I don't care. Anyone else who doesn't matter to me, they're just test subjects.
Yeah, we're safe. Everyone else is fair game.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, I'll tell you what, Doc Holliday, just some background information for you. Just FYI, there are definitely a few, bars and clubs back home where you are definitely not welcome.
That sounds fair. Why. Sounds fair.
He doesn't talk about it. Okay, so, let's not forget Mercury. He rolled us a sweet 7 with his computer skill roll, and you have this little pet project you were working on. You had salvaged a little repair drone, and it's kind of your little pet project. And this little repair drone, you kind of keep. He's like this size. He's like the size of a rodent, and you keep it with you for various things. But you salvaged it from spare parts and whatnot, and you're kind of Frankensteining the thing. Mercury, what would you be using this little drone for? Would you optimize it for anything, or you have any ideas?
Oh, it is for
I just want to thank Super
course.
Flory for following. Welcome, Cliventure. You're a gentleman and scholar. Sorry, go ahead. That's cool.
Yes, it is for infiltration, of course. It is when I can't get close enough for my interface module to get a good connection. I send little Agatha into the ship, and she goes and runs around and gets me to any interface ports or past any of the anti-hacking, anti-communication fields that might be up. So hers, it's all about, she's got a little null field around here, so that most force fields and things like that, she's able to, given the time, given if she goes slow enough, she's able to penetrate most anything.
Okay, all right. So Mercury is all about the penetration with his device, and very very good. That is noted. Little Agatha, again, you created her, kind of little pet project. Agatha, unfortunately, does not always work optimally as well as you would like, but she tries. Yes. She tries. And you maybe you cuddle with her at night, maybe you don't. I'm not sure. That's between you and her.
Yes, keep my private life out of your big storyline here, my friend.
All right. And okay, so everybody seems to be prepped. I mean, we got Captain Eric with the 2 guns and his line. We've got Doc Holliday with the nano syringes ready to go, to help out. We've got Mercury, who's got little Agatha, and he's got his interface module, also known as a wrist unit, for infiltrating and hacking. And then that takes us back to Malcolm, who again, you've got the rifle. So you're gonna kind of just carry this thing, kind of just fuck it.
I'm not going to hold it. I'm going to basically make sure it's visible so they know I've got it, to kind of to show that I'm not going to hide it, that I'm here just for protection, and that's it. Well, try and it's just for protection.
And thank you to Samuel Oliver for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friends. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Yes, we are just 4 followers away from that viewer decision now, so pretty damn close, boys.
Nice. 4 followers away. And Will, channel question for you. I keep dropping F-bombs. Should I? How's your channel?
Okay, man.
I asked him the same thing when I came on the stream. I was like, wait.
Everyone always feels bad. I think it's because I'm English. They feel like I don't swear.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
You're a fucking gentleman, all right?
Just making. The flipping thing and the fuddrucking thing. Got it. Okay. So, you guys, you're all prepped. You're ready to go. You have docked. The airlock is good to go. The pressure equalizes. Artificial gravity on both ways, and the map that you see on the screen is of course the layout to an Eridani class sublight transport ship. It's a very common vessel design used by merchants throughout known space, throughout the known galaxy, and as soon as the airlock to this ship opens, and we'll say that, let's see, I don't know, can I manipulate it on Roll20? Let me see. I don't know if I can or not.
I think I can. Do you want to make something bigger?
No, I don't. I guess I was just going to use something as a pointer, really, but...
you can, if you hold and click down, it will ping it. Like so.
Really? Is that doing anything? Am I doing anything?
Yep, I see it blue down there.
Can you feel it? Is it in yet?
We're docking.
We're just talking about pings, guys.
We're docking now.
Pings.
Yeah, that works.
Okay,
I see the ping.
Bring it, guys.
Yeah, I saw it. I see all your pings.
All right, so I guess.
Yeah, my ping's pink.
Wait, did I ping? I'm trying to ping.
Can you just hold it
I
down?
Ping.
I'm pinging right now.
This is embarrassing.
It's all the doctor's drugs.
You can't figure out how to use this ping.
It's performance anxiety. Shut up.
What ping
I swear this has never happened before.
What's your ISP? Your ping is terrible.
All right. Well, okay. So everybody has a ping but me, but that's fine. That's
Are you
cool.
on the arrow, the selector?
The arrow? Yeah, I am.
You gotta hold down, but it's okay. We'll push on through.
Yeah.
Oh wait, something happened. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There was movement. There was a wiggle. I saw it.
That moment brings me back.
The first time I pinged, it was such a momentous. It was such a nice evening. I had had a couple beers. The stars were out. There was a nice breeze. The doors were open. That first ping. There's nothing quite like it.
Remember your first. So here we are. So you've got, okay, so everybody can see, and it's kind of an olive green sort of ping. So you guys enter this airlock right here, and then there's some assorted crates over here, and you see a woman, a fairly pretty woman, right here, and she's flanked by 2 people with armor and rifles, and there's a couple other crew members, maybe here and here as well, that they don't look, they don't appear to be as heavily armed, but that's what we got. That's what there is right now.
And
Nice.
just for my reference, where are we over here? Is this the door that we came in through? Or are we coming in through this door?
Yeah, the second one.
Okay. So that's where we're coming in from. Got it.
Exactly. So there it is. That's where you guys are at, and that's where she's at, and she has kind of a coy smile. She says, Captain E, you're taller than I expected. Welcome aboard.
Thank you to Whole Grain Wheatcroft for following as well. You're a gentleman and the scholar. It's like the guys have like super like done up my hair. They've like oiled it back probably, and like the buttons are pretty loose, and the pistols are like holstered, and I'm like, and you're more captainy than I thought you'd look.
You're totally, what's his name, Captain Jack Brannigan or whatever from Futurama?
Yeah.
Wears no pants ever.
So, have you got a deal with me?
Yeah, absolutely. You go ahead and have a look. The cargo is over here. Go ahead and take a look at our goods. And
I was thinking more of a one-on-one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I work better in private conversations with everyone else around. Performance anxiety.
That happens a lot on this ship.
Well, she says, well, I don't see why we couldn't, negotiate terms in my quarters.
All right.
Right there.
Right there. She pings. Yeah.
Hopefully premature, but
premature thing. Yeah, I'm going to go over to our quarters of her and inspect her goods.
Oh, but Captain, the goods are over here. Oh, you meant.
You have to go discuss the terms of the agreement and stuff, right?
Yeah, I like wink at the guys.
Okay. We'll have Mercury scan the cargo to make sure it's legit.
All right.
Can I be like walking along the walls, just like running my finger along the side, like checking out the dust and like examining the ship?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Are you trying to
creepy?
Just being creepy? Okay.
No, I mean, really what he's doing is he's looking, just examining the area, because he's trying to sneak around so that way when action does get down, he's not in the gunfight, but he can like move up, and inject one of them kind of thing. So moving off to the side, but
okay. All right.
doing it in a creepy way, of course, because there's no other way to be.
All right. Why don't you give me a creepy ping as to where your character is at?
Just walking along this wall, I figured.
All right, sounds good. All right.
So Mercury makes a big show of pulling out his sonic screwdriver, which does nothing. And he goes, oh, yes, let me get a good scan of this and figure out what we have here. What do we have here? What do we have here? And while he's making a very big, loud distraction as he goes over there, he drops off Agatha over in the corner to go do some reconnaissance.
Okay. Wow. So you're trying to surreptitiously deploy Agatha, as it were.
And wherever there might be, so it's not just like, hey, look, there's a new thing rolling around on your floor. I mean, if there's like nooks or crannies, or if there is a opportunity for him to find a place for her to begin to maneuver about.
Okay. All right. So why don't we do this? You've got 2 dice in conceal. You've also got it in sneak and also in hide. So no matter how you look at it, we're rolling 2 dice. Why don't you give me a sneak check of some sort, or conceal?
Do I for my distraction that I'm making with the screwdriver or anything? Do I get any bonuses or blah blah?
Yeah, sure. All right. Why don't we add maybe just 2 to the roll? So 2D plus 2, we'll say.
Okay.
And thank you to Rob Tarry for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friends. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us.
So that'd be an 11.
We've got an 11. Okay. And how are these guys at? What are these guys at? What are we looking at here?
They don't even have a roll. They're really bad.
Oh, what's that again?
They're terrible. They don't even get a roll. But
Oh, well, we get at least one roll. Yeah,
Wow.
wow.
They really are terrible.
I called it.
Yeah. All right. So they so they're so like one of the guards, he has kind of like a fanboy moment. He's like, oh crap! Is that really a sonic screwdriver? Is that total?
Is that total school?
Like, yes, it is. It's my sonic screwdriver. I nailed it myself. I figured this is something that if it was existed, let me show you. See, it's got 3 different modes on it. If I click this, and it goes boop doop doop doop, and it pops up and goes. It's really, really wonderful. I truly enjoy that I have made it into a functional piece of working engineering machinery. It is a marvel, I tell you, a marvel.
So this is a really, really functioning sonic screwdriver, because I have like all the optical discs of all the episodes of Doctor Who, and I love it. And man, wow, this is so great. Would you be able to build me one? And he's just kind of going on and carrying on like that. Like this is the guard, mind you. He's supposed to be like tough and wearing armor and holding that, but he just has a Comic-Con moment.
Oh yes,
right there.
Do you have the limited crystal release of all of the different optical scanners? It is amazing. The fidelity, you cannot beat it. It goes up on your holo projector, and it's like you are there. It's like you and Amy Pond and the whole gang running around. I tell you, I love this show. And so while we are talking, I've kind of got my other hand behind my back and doink, drop off Agatha and go scurry away.
So Agatha is deployed. Pretty little girl. Agatha is deployed. What she will do and how good she will be at doing that remains to be seen.
Yes.
But there
she
goes.
tries her best.
So that's Agatha. Okay, and so we're in kind of a situation where we've got kind of 2 different scenes going on, because Captain Eric, or otherwise known as Captain E, has been escorted to Captain Jen Choi's quarters to discuss terms. So that's one scene going on, and then the rest of you are in the cargo bay with the guards and then the other crew. And again, one of the crew is kind of having a fanboy moment. The other guard is like, seriously, dude? Like, really, man, you got to look tough, man. Like, what's wrong with you? Kind of like that. But either way, the distraction is it was successful, and you've got Doc Holliday creepily moving about, and then Malcolm, what's going on with you? Are you doing anything in particular?
I'm assessing basically the situation tactically. Who are the main if this goes south, who to take out first, who's gonna like just give up straight away, just assessing the situation, seeing how heavily they armed, weak points on their armor. So I'm staying quiet. I've got my gun ready, but I'm more assessing things, letting the distractions do their work.
Great. That said, you've got a tactics, you've got the tactics skill, so go ahead and give me a roll on tactics.
Okay.
And in case you don't have your character sheet or readily
3D.
It is 3D. Yeah, perfect. So go ahead and roll 3 dice.
Okay, a 1, 4, and 5, which is 10.
Okay, so you roll the 1 on the first die.
Yes.
So that's what we call flawed success.
Of course, my first roll had to be a flaw.
So better than a critical fail. So
yes.
So kind of which is always an awkward thing to have in kind of an assessment check, because you obviously know the information I'm about to give you. There may be something not accurate about it, but you're thinking, well, the crew, the regular crew, I mean, they're just people. They don't want to fight. They've probably never been in a fight in their lives. And then the guards, even though they're caring about wearing this armor and trying to be kind of like military like that, they've probably, you're a military man, they've probably never been in the military. Mm-hmm. So you definitely have some advantages over them, and they're likely, they're just here making a buck. They don't want to die. They probably, so that's kind of your assessment of the situation. And again, the armor is only armor vest, so kneecaps are totally easy, and so is the face. So like, so take your pick.
Okay.
I believe.
So, okay. So let's switch scenes real quick. and let's move over to Will and Captain Choi. Audience members at home, if there are children about, may want to
Rated 18.
mature audiences only.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunately because there are no mature players, including myself here today.
Sure.
But,
Yeah.
it's unfair.
As soon as we get in a room, I seal the door and like close it, whatever like electric blinds are and stuff like that. And then I like, is she like armed in any way? Presumably she has arms, but I mean,
Hopefully.
You like them? I had them made
especially
custom.
made. She's a robot.
Yeah, she has she has a pistol of some sort strapped to her hip. It's just the smart thing to do when you're a merchant traveling through space.
Makes sense.
And
I just kind of like draw my pistols.
that is she trusted you, and she was ready to be had, but you have her now.
Oh dear.
Oh dear me.
You blew it.
I did.
Okay.
What have I done?
So you've drawn your pistols on Captain Choi?
I have. I'm a consummate professional. I only use my sexy wiles to get in, and once I'm in, I'm all professional, baby. So I draw the pistols, and then I'm like, I put one of them down so I can reach to get my intercom. I'm like so in everyone's ears. I'm like, guys, I've got a captain. Go forward to the plan.
All right.
That is fuck 'em. Remember?
We had a plan.
So Captain Choi says, I was really hoping it wouldn't be this. I knew I shouldn't have let you aboard. So your plan is called fuck 'em?
Oh god. And I'm like, the gun is like wavering. It's like, and he's like, yeah, I mean, like, fuck him. It's my own patented technique.
Well, how thorough and how far are you willing to carry out this plan, Captain?
Well, we're gonna dive into the cargo bay. We're gonna get everything out of there. We're gonna take everything out of it,
Well, I had hoped this meeting would go in a different direction, but you have me at a disadvantage.
Well,
Hey, Captain.
Where's all the shit? Yep.
Tell the captain to tell the crew to put down their weapons, or you'll blow her head off.
Put down your weapons. Oh wait, you mean her, Captain? Okay.
Yeah, tell her to do it.
Gotcha. All right, love. Tell her to put down their weapons, or we'll blow your head off.
Well, all right, you've got me. So she's on her intercom, and she's on her headset. And she says, "Crew, this is it. We've been hoodwinked. You're to lower your weapons and let Captain E and
Hoodwinked.
their crew."
That's what it is. I've been trying to think of the term. I've just been going to fuck him, but hoodwinked. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so it seems that and then everybody else who's in the cargo deck, Fanboy is going, he's lowering his weapon. The other guard, he's a little bit more reluctant, but he's like, all right, can't get paid if the captain's dead. And the other crew are like, oh shit, don't hurt me. Like, don't hurt me. Now, like we said, Agatha, she tries. She's not super great at anything in particular, but but she tries to do some infiltration. Why don't you go ahead and roll one die for me, for Agatha?
Got this. Come on, Agatha.
I believe in you, Agatha.
Yes. All right. So you've got this kind of Mercury. You've got this kind of setup where everything she sees, you can see. You can kind of see. So all the crew, like on the cargo deck, You know, they've laid down their weapons. You know, they're ready to go. But you notice that there's another crew member, because Agatha, I guess she's made her way to like this area right here, you know, in this room, and she sees that one of the crew, he looks kind of nervous. And he's actually pulling out his gun, like, you know, and he doesn't seem to notice Agatha, but he's pulling out his gun like he's going to try to be a hero or something.
Where is Doc in relationship to all of this?
Well, his last ping was over here, but it's fair to say that maybe Doc has moved since then.
Mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I'm muted. I was like, am I still muted? All right, so yeah, my last ping was over there. Where is it the rest of the crew's kind of standing around? Because I would have been like circling them pretty much.
Okay. Well,
in that sense, could I have circled around towards whoever this is that is doing stuff?
Well, they're actually in a different room.
Yeah, they're back in their quarters.
And I'm gonna say you were kind of circling around here, but and this is in fact the galley. So that's where it's kind of a break room where people eat and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually fair to say that you probably wouldn't have entered this room.
Right.
You know, probably because it.
I'm just trying to see if I can if he's over here somewhere. Oops, sorry. I'm just clicking on the stream. If he's over there somewhere, in that quarter, I'll look to Doc and nod my head and say, "On your toes, out of the hallway behind." Oops, sorry, that was not. That would be Gavin.
Too many characters.
Yes. Just tell him to be on his toes because we could have trouble coming that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Behind you, my friend, there could be trouble coming down that hole.
Okay. And say I'm standing like there then, because I wouldn't have entered the room, right?
Yeah, and it's like the door's on the side, so it's just I figure you need to cover that hallway. I give you.
Okay, excellent. I'm just gonna press myself up against this wall then, and if anyone comes down this hall, then I'll be able to kind of attack them here.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So again, we've got the two captains here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got essentially two crew members and two guards here. I'm guessing that Mercury is around here somewhere, and actually, where would that be a likely place you'd be, Mercury, or would you be somewhere different?
I think you'd probably be next to the cargo, something like that.
All right.
I think.
It's about like right there. And Malcolm, where would you be at while this is going?
In the middle.
In the middle. Well, basically, I just thought it took me a few seconds. So basically, what I wanted to ask is, these airlocks, are they like two things? So, for example, there's one door there, opens up, there's a small compartment, it would close, depressurize, and then open up a secondary thing?
Yes, that's exactly how that works.
In that case, I would probably be rounding up the crew and the guards and putting them in an airlock.
Oh, okay. All right.
So basically, I got my gun on them and saying, all right, get in there. They don't know that. I know that I have no intention of spacing them, but they don't know that. So I'm going to put them in there just so they're out of the way. They can't get a gun from under their bed or anything. It's just pretty standard procedure for, crowd control, basically. So
okay.
I'm busy trying to shift them with my gun.
All right, and it's my understanding you guys entered through this airlock. So I'm assuming that stands to reason you'd be trying to put them in this airlock because that one's the space. All right,
the right. Yeah.
So you'd be kind of like in this area-ish over here, and then we've got Doc Holliday over here. We've got a crew here that's gonna try to like come out and try to be a hero over here, and then Mercury, you're observing this through Agatha, that he actually does make his way out to this point, and he's brandished his gun, and he's gonna tell and he's telling people like, put your weapons down. But he totally does not sound convincing at all.
It's time, Doc.
Can Doc get the drop on him from around the corner?
Yeah. Absolutely. I wouldn't even make him roll for it, to be honest with you. hypothetically in this scenario, a sneak roll would be appropriate, but I'm not even going to make that roll because I'm going to say that you automatically can ambush him. Now, so what's your next move, Doc?
I want to kind of whip around the corner with the night juice drug, and kind of cover his mouth and like pull his head to the side and inject him in the neck with it. And just kind of hold him as he kind of drops and like whisper in his ear as he goes down, just sweet nothings to him. Favorite part of the job right here, just just go to sleep.
Helping people.
You enjoy.
Okay. All right.
It'll be all right.
Let's go ahead and make an opposed dexterity check, or
feel a thing.
So,
thank you to Bozo Mikey for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar, putting us just one follower away from that viewer decision. Let's make it happen, guys.
Oh boy. All right. So, I tell you what, Doc. Why don't you give me? We're gonna do an opposed dexterity check. So let me see yours first. Go ahead and give me just roll dexterity, raw dexterity.
Which would be just.
All right, for yours is the combat medic, so your dexterity is 2 dice plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay, yep, I've got it pulled up here. All right, excellent. So let's roll 2d6 plus 1. 9.
9. Oh, and you got a crit, so critical success. So I'm not even gonna roll for my crew guy. I'm just gonna say that's high enough, and you swoop in, you grab the gun with one hand. And unite, and then finesse it to where you're holding his head, and basically, you.
I have a perk here that says this perk grants a plus 1d bonus to initiative rolls. Is that already incorporated?
It is not, because you actually didn't have to roll initiative because you had a surprise action on him.
Oh, okay. So this is different. Okay, my bad.
You're all right, man.
No, it's not okay, Raph.
You're fired, man.
So you were actually able to disarm him and get the night juice in his neck, and you whispered whatever it is you wanted to whisper.
All kinds of nothings.
And as he's losing consciousness, he looks into your dreamy eyes and says, "Call me." And then,
man, that is one messed up individual right there.
Yeah. I kind of want to look at the drug. Like, what the hell?
Love potion. Got
Side
it.
effects.
So, all right. So, good job, guys. The crew has been completely subdued. They are at your women's mercy, and you are loading the cargo onto your ship. They've completely surrendered. Is there anything else you want to do before departing?
I don't know. It depends with the captain. What are we like to do,
Can I
Captain?
tie them up? Are they tied up?
Well, they're all in an airlock.
Is there any way for them to get out of the airlock?
Unless they want to go space.
Captain, I can take care of getting that. I'll put it on a timer so that it will release them in 2 to 3 hours. That way, will give us plenty of time to get away.
Yeah.
Did you loot them? Like, take all their stuff, or?
Oh well, I made sure they didn't have any weapons. They're over there on the corner.
Right. I guess my guy would go and look for their drugstores. Maybe find any medicines, any.
I steal from the captain's private quarters as well.
Yes, Mercury will be looking to see if there's any dilithium crystals or any interesting tachyon beams or other pieces that he might be needing. And Agatha will continue her rounds to make sure all is copacetic. We want to leave them so they can get away, but we will take our liberty with their technology as they may find it.
All
I
right.
suppose I'll load the cargo. Just the only one shifting it. God, this is so heavy.
I thought we were a crew.
They've got a cargo lifter. Okay, all right. So this is what Captain Eric finds in the other captain's quarters. We actually find among the more interesting items you find liquors of scotch, rum, as it were.
All right, got me yourself when you do that. So it's cool. We got some.
There's a nice bottle of champagne from 22.95, or I'm sorry, 22.95.
Bastard.
and Mercury, yeah, you kind of go over to their area where their engineering and machine shop area, which sorry, I got a bunch of windows open, and I don't know if it's on the okay, it is there. So the machine shop area is actually in here. This is kind of the reactor room machine shop area, and you're able to kind of loot a lot of different raw supplies and raw materials and kind of things that you would use to fix other things. So that was actually in your eyes actually a pretty good find.
Ah, look, it is a boon of different parts and pieces that I can use for things in my future. It would be very nice.
Let's see, and now and here is in fact the medical bay that Doc Holliday was quite interested in, and they've got all the standard drugs and med kits that you would find on a ship. So now bearing in mind that if you take them, that they'll have no way to fix themselves or heal themselves if they actually need it later on. So it's up to you.
No, yeah, I take all of it. Remember, these people are just like guinea pigs to me, and it's an experiment in and of itself of how
they're not going to need it.
Heal themselves.
All right. Now, and then Malcolm, what you've after rounding up the crew, you have found, in addition to the laser rifle that you possess, you now have 2 more laser rifles that you can loot if you wish. And again, this is a situation where if you take their weapons, they won't be able to defend them.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the details of the letter of marque. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking they're just for cargo and not personal items. So I don't want to leave them to die. So I'm just going to leave the rifles. I'm not going to grab them.
Okay.
However,
all right.
what I am to do is head to the bridge. And I was going to ask Mercury to come along with her. Mercury, would you mind coming to the bridge for me just for a sec? And at the bridge, I'm going to... Okay, Mercury, could you check the nav systems and communications? It's quite often that traders will communicate with one another. We might get lucky with another trader seeing their route.
Ah, this is very true. Let me check their communication logs and their nav charts. Let's see where they've been. Might find something interesting here.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
All right, go ahead and let's see what kind of skills did we load you up with. We give you a lot of technical skills, probably comm systems or computers. Well, computers you have a higher die count, so that would make sense. Why don't you go ahead and roll me 3 d6s and tell me what you get, or I can see myself.
I believe in you.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Regrettably, the 6 is not a crit die, so it's just a regular 6, but 13 is still a pretty good total. So you've checked the comm logs, and there actually is a comm log that they regularly trade with another ship called the Azalea, and so that ship is another ship that operates in the system. According to the sensor logs, the Azalea isn't anywhere nearby, but you can in fact download the telemetry and maybe later down the road predict where the ship will be next. Bearing in mind that naturally they probably this crew may alert them of your guys' operation, so you may have a narrow, limited window of opportunity to try to hoodwink those guys as well.
Let me see how good their engineer has been. While I'm looking through the computer, I look to see if they have any layouts or plans or technical details of the Azalea, Armalia, the other ship. And then I go in and I program in a nice little Trojan virus. This is a little something I cooked up myself, so that whenever they try to communicate, they basically get a busy signal from our friends. So they are unable to communicate with them, even though they might try. So that way,
so they can't heal themselves, they can't defend themselves, and they can't communicate with anyone.
We're not taking. No, I didn't say anyone. Just with this one ship, because all these ships, it's like an IP address. We're basically just going to give them a denial of service. You know, it's not a big deal. So yeah, so they can still, if they get in trouble, they can call other folks. They just can't warn our next target that we have got ourselves headed towards.
Luckily, we didn't tell them our real names.
Totally.
Eric,
I want to go off
What have you done,
Eric? I want to go off in search of more medical drug ingredients.
Okay. All right. Well, let's first resolve Mercury's action to program a Trojan virus. So give me another computer check. Again, you've got 3 dice, and I'm looking for a 9. A 9 or above is ideal.
Come on, I believe.
There we go. Let us have this. A 12 with a critical die.
I never stopped
Boom.
believing.
You add a line of code so that every time they try to call the Azalea, it actually gets routed to your guys' ship.
Oh, nice.
So optionally, at your option.
Well, no, that would be fine. But what I'm thinking, this is when I get good. So, I have old comm logs, correct?
Yes.
And I have a lovely little Trojan horse here. So I call Agatha and bring her in and download into Agatha the comm logs, so that basically we can have a somewhat intelligent artificial intelligence based off of the captain or whoever their communication officers was. So if they do call us, they can talk back and think that, and we can say things to them and not see, Mr. Eric Fancy Pants on the monitor, pretending to be someone he's not.
Also, Dark Lonely Roads followed. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar, which means 20 followers, and you guessed it, viewer decision time. So, what's a viewer decision? I hear you cry. Well, underneath the line I'm about to put in the chat, you guys are going to throw out some ideas as to what happens next in our story. We'll get them into a straw poll, and the most popular decision will happen. Stuart, do you want to remind us what's going on here, so if people are just joining in or need to catch up for a good viewer decision idea, they can have that information?
Absolutely. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, again, we're playing a game of Star Ascension, which is a very gritty sci-fi game, sci-fi space adventure game, and your crew, the Encounter Roleplay team, are a crew of privateers. Okay, they have a letter of marque from the Earth Hegemony Systems to basically conduct, limited controlled piracy against a dictator known as General Patel on the planet of Cerulean Gate. And they have just, convinced the captain of the Jorvik, a transport ship, to dock. They've conned their way aboard the ship. Will smooth talked his way into the captain's private chambers, shall we say, and leave that to your imagination. And the crew has successfully, without hurting anybody, subdued the crew of this transport ship, and they have just finished, purloining all their cargo and loading it. The engineer Mercury, played by Jay Talsqual, has just put a Trojan horse into their comm logs, so that anytime this particular ship tries to call an allied ship known as the Azalea, that the call actually gets routed to the privateer ship. By the way, the privateer ship, remember, it was called the what was it called? The Mauve Thunder, the independent merchant ship. The IMS Mauve Thunder is the name of the ship, and so we've got that. In addition to the standard cargo, Doc Holliday has raided their sick bay for all sorts of drugs, because Doc Holliday likes to concoct his own drugs. He doesn't really use guns. He uses drugs to subdue his victims. You know, today he used a tried and true knockout drug to knock out one of the crew members who wanted to play a hero, and whispered some sweet nothings into him as
the drug has the side effect of falling in love with me.
It's a new strain.
Yeah.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Doc Holliday. Maybe it was all you. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was just me.
And I wanted to thank Rust Proof Foot and Ava Darling for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friends. You're both gentlefolk and scholars. And the next viewer decision will be at 30 followers, so we're at 22 out of 30, I think. So we're well on our way to another one. Get those ideas in for the viewer decision, guys, and we'll see what happens next. All right, so we'll carry on whilst I'm getting the straw poll and stuff like that.
All right. Okay. So what are we looking at here? The Geller fields fail and a demon materializes. The party find alcoholic beverages. Well, to be honest with you, that's a pretty good suggestion. That's already happened, but I guess I could find more.
More. Didn't the captain drink half the alcohol beverages before he even told
us? Yes, I was going to say there was alcohol in what?
Yeah.
Thanks for guarding the stash of alcohol, my friend.
It was, but it kind of, some of it went missing in me.
Just see if I let you use the poon again next time.
Alright, straw polls in chat, so go ahead and vote, guys. In about 5 minutes time, we'll bring it into the story, so we'll continue to play along until that moment. So yeah, as long as we're all ready, I'm gonna say to the captain, Jen, I'm gonna be like, it could have never worked between us.
Captain, you gotta press the intercom. She's in an airlock.
Oh yeah, you're right. Captain, it could have never worked between us. Sorry.
Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me.
Yeah, I do. You don't know where to find me though, because you don't know my real name.
Story of all the men in my life.
Oh.
Wow, that's kind of sorry about that. But hey, daddy issues, baggage, am I right? And
Wow.
And then I like steal the blast doors or whatever, and I like wave to her as she goes.
Captain, you are a terrible person, but I can appreciate that.
We're robbing innocent people.
You never met my third wife. She was a piece of work. Yes, baggage.
It's one of the nicest things you've ever said.
Oh, and Eric probably has.
Mercury and Eric begin a torrid relationship.
I'm voting for that one.
I never said what sex my third wife was. It's just baggage. We live in an enlightened society, correct? I didn't even say what species she was.
To be fair, we're in the future, so if like things continue the way they've been going, we're such a liberal future. Everyone's totally chill with everything these days.
Are there aliens? Do we know they're aliens in this, or is it just
I was
humanity?
gonna ask, during character creation, like for future reference when playing the system, like what are the races that are available?
Okay, so much like Firefly, it's a human-only race, only system. But you have different kind of offshoots, because you have like heavy worlders where they've been on a heavy planet for several generations, so they're still human, but they're just
if you ever play Dark Heresy, it's similar to that in that you mainly play like humans, but there's like loads of diversity. Like you could be from like a frost world, and then you're like basically a barbarian kind of person. So yeah.
Gotcha.
And then
minus tech reasons.
and then there are add-ons with like cybernetics and genetic modifications that kind of create diversity.
Yeah. So at that point we're gonna I'm gonna say Mercury, depoon us, please.
Of course. He goes over to the console. Actually, I guess back on our ship. You would want to be on our side, Eric. You don't. You want on our ship? Yes.
Yes. I wanna be unpooned on this ship.
I shake my head.
Good thing he still thinks he's in charge, right?
Third
Doc,
time. Third
Doc,
time.
you joining us, or are you going to sit over there and be mopey mope?
No, I will. I'll join them definitely. So
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sayonara, my friends. I make sure Agatha is all packed away. I'll, close up. Yep. And head back over to our ship. Disengage. Let go of the airlock. So, shall we find your language is so odd to me. What was the name of that ship again? The Asagaria, the Husanaria, something, whatever. The next ship. Let's go get it.
Oh, Agatha is like meep meep, Azalea or something like that. I don't
Thank
know.
you. Yes, Agatha. That is actually very cute. I think I maybe will have her to help me with my things I don't remember. Agatha, what was the name of that again? You take good notes.
Better than Siri.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, excellent. So you guys have just completed a bushwhacking job. You've gotten cargo. That's
You just called that the bushwhacking job, really? I think Eric tried to get some whacking done, but there was no bush to be found. Or actually, he locked the bush in the airlock.
We left.
Yeah.
It behind.
And I have to say, when I woke up this morning, I didn't realize I'd get involved in a situation in which Will would be flirting with me, and I reciprocating his
You come on the
advance.
screen.
Kidding me? I wake up every day hoping for it.
Hey, one of the best dreams of my life was me and Will flirting with each other.
I wake up and part of my job is to flirt with people.
My fiance is going to have many questions for me after the stream, but that's all
Deny
right.
everything. Deny everything.
Everything.
It's easier that way.
Did you
Don't
do a
worry,
stream
it's
tonight?
not on video or anything. Why am I still talking like Mercury? It's not on video or anything.
Did you play Star Ascension? No. What's Star Ascension?
What's that? I have no idea.
Never heard of that.
Never done it.
All right. So, no, I figured this is kind of a good segue to maybe take a moment, kind of take a momentary game break, maybe to take a look at what's going on. So, do we have enough viewer options for what happens next?
Yeah, I'd say so, and it looks like a fairly conclusive,
I have no doubt what it's going to be.
fairly conclusive vote with 42% of all of the votes going towards Mercury and Eric begin a torrid relationship, which
Who says it's just beginning?
who says it's beginning?
I mean, we're in space a long time.
That is
Yes, lonely.
Yes.
well, and
I got
free
this,
Doctor
man. So, we get back aboard the ship. Eric head back to his room. I come over. So, Eric, what was that all about?
What do you mean?
What do you think you were just doing back there? You think I didn't see you doing that?
Doing what?
Don't try your deny everything tactic on me. I know that one. I invented that one.
I'm not denying anything. I don't know what denying what it means.
I will say it worked for sure, but I saw how you were looking at the other guards as well. So, when we go after this next ship, I better not see any shenanigans from you. Now give me a kiss, honey. Yes.
He does like the face hugger thing.
Yes.
Extra tongue.
+2 to touch.
Can we do a performance roll or something like that? Can we see how good that was? You know?
It wasn't my best. I just slap him on the ass and head back to engineering.
He's got work to do.
I have
He's
work
like-
to do.
Eric is, like,
Some of us has a
standing
ship
there.
to keep flying here, unlike those.
Eric- Eric is like standing there and he's like, I need somebody to hold me.
Doc Holliday's over in the corner, like looking at his, satchel full of all these new drugs and just staring at the both of them.
Say what? He's like filming it, like uploading it to Facebook.
Yes.
Spacebook. I like that.
Space love.
Yes. You do know Agatha has a camera on her.
And she's recording.
And recording.
I get back into my commander's chair and I'm like, all right, what's the next thing we're doing? I drank a bit too much.
Agatha, plot the course for our next, following the nav charts that we had in there.
All right. So, although you have information on the other ship, you don't actually know where that ship is at the moment. You've operated sensors, couldn't find the next ship, but you do have now a cargo hold. And again, one of the stipulations of the letter of marque, it's not really a requirement, but they make it worth your while that if you deliver the goods you just purloined to the surface of the planet to the partisans, the hegemony military will pay you the full value of the cargo plus a 10% non-taxable stipend for your trouble. So it kind of makes it. So it kind of makes it like the most like lucrative option to deal with it.
I mean, we don't know how long the ship's going to be there, so we drop this off quickly, get our money, and get back up there and get them later.
All right, sounds good. So you guys.
Sorry, you're captain. That's just an idea. That's just an idea, captain.
I'm sorry, Captain. I'm sorry. How dare you? Do what he said.
So yes, let's plot a course to go to drop this off. Quite a hole we have here.
Okay, that sounds good.
We can grab a drink while we're at it as well.
And grab it, yeah. Well, you guys, I don't know. Did Captain Eric drink all the alcohol?
He didn't tell us anyway. I don't remember him saying anything.
Okay. Well, there's some alcohol left. Yeah, sure. You guys. In addition to your own ship stores, you now have their ship stores of alcohol, of really good liquor, and do with that what you will.
And thanks to Knight for the cheer. Thank you, my friend. You must have enjoyed that scene there, so.
Yes.
I'm glad this is being recorded because I think I'm gonna have another look at that scene. that was precious.
Good
and those are the sort of things that happens when you guys help Encounter Roleplay meet their followership goals.
Absolutely. I don't think I'll ever be able to get that scene out of my head.
You just want to figure out how you can work a scene like that into one of your streams.
No, yeah. Hey, the last time I had a viewer decision on mine, they just killed my character. They're like, "You died."
Oh.
That's weird.
Rocks fall, Wrath dies.
Yeah, they were like, "Wrath dies." I was like, "Oh, all right."
That's harsh. What? Just like, then you're dead.
Yeah, he was a pit fighter too. So all he did was fight, and he just killed the king, and then he turned around, and they're like, "He dies." I was like, "Oh."
Heart attack.
Yep. It was funny.
Like Monty Python style, that gladiator in Life of Brian.
Yep. So yeah, my character will recover from the shock of the hot action getting down on the ship here, and I guess go over to the table to start filing through his new inventory and seeing if he can concoct new creations, new drugs, new poisons, new toxins, new everything.
Awesome. So we'll come back to that in a second. So the next thing, seems like you guys are going for the option to deliver the cargo to the partisans on the planet, get your money plus a 10% stipend. Seems pretty sweet. You will have to your contact, your agent with the partisans is named Ronald Chand, and you'll need to open up a comm link with them and establish a rendezvous point to do so, which is pretty straightforward.
Mercury.
And
I mean, is this
thank
something
you
that
to
even the
Eben
captain can do, or
Talon
does
for
Mercury?
following.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that's cool. Sorry, Evan Talon, thank you for following, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Good to see you.
So easy, even the captain can do it, or do we need to give him a hand?
So easy, even the captain could do it, though you still need to give him a hand, maybe. I don't...
Though we probably shouldn't.
I mean, the captain
I
is
see
drunk.
what you did there.
So...
I'm only a little bit drunk.
All right, he's only a little bit drunk.
I can do it.
Is Ronald like a part of the military or something like that?
He's an agent with the Partisans. So the Partisans are a resistance group on the planet that they conduct subversive raids and other maneuvers on the planet side to try to bring General Patel down.
So is that like who would have trained Malcolm?
Not. If anything, it'd probably be the other way around. But you guys don't know each other.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
because
probably trained a few of them.
yeah, you might have, because they're just civilians. They're just civilians. All of a sudden, troops came out of nowhere, occupied their planet, and they're like, "Fuck, we don't like this," But we also know how to use guns. They're doing.
So I'm just wondering, would it make sense for Malcolm as our soldier to be our contact with Ronald instead of necessarily Eric?
I mean, I can do it.
Bruiser.
Not necessarily. It could be anybody. It doesn't really matter.
I mean, I can do it if you want me to.
Malcolm, I've opened the channel. Will you get in touch with your friend Ronald?
Yeah, sure, no problem. I sit down, put my feet up with a bottle of, rum or something with me, like beer or something to relax. Kick off my boots. Think back of what I just saw and think, God, I miss the military. And and then go, Ronald, you there?
Hello, my friend. It seems you have had some success.
Yeah, you could say that. We got quite a lot of food stuff coming your way.
This we will be most pleased to take these off your hands.
Brilliant. You gonna give me the coordinates to meet up?
There is an abandoned mine near about 200 kilometers south of the main city. I can meet you there, and he uploads a map of the mine. We should be able to meet discreetly there. There's also an area where you can land your ship.
Fantastic. Thanks, Ronald. We'll see you in a bit. Don't forget to bring the beer.
My friend, I think you have more beer than we do.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll bring the beer then.
The drinks are on you, my friend.
See you soon. And there you go.
Nice
done.
guy. Ronald seems like a real nice guy.
Yeah, he's not too bad.
Ronald is a real G.
Yeah, he's kind of rubbish with a gun, but he's not too bad.
Let's go see him.
Yeah, I think we should go see him.
I want to meet this guy. He sounds great.
Oi, Cap, you better watch yourself. Merc's watching. Just a heads up.
I saw that, Eric. Nice guy. That's how it started last time I had to come and drag your ass back home to know where your bread was buttered.
God, Eric is so embarrassed.
He just can't help himself.
All right. So the coordinates are uploaded. It's pretty straightforward. And then Will, if you could do me a job and load up the mine map, I think you should have it. And then
yeah, I've got it. We are over here in the mines.
Let me.
Mines of Moria.
They call it a mine. A mine. It's no mine. It's a tomb.
I hope this isn't our tomb.
All
Yeah,
right.
hopefully not.
Here we
So
go.
the planet we're going on is a enemy planet, isn't it? It's the one that's been occupied.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. It is. But the nature of it is that General Patel, he's an army man. He's mainly an army guy.
Mhm.
So that's kind of like one of the perks to you guys. he's not super great at the space, airspace operations aspect of things. So it makes it slightly, less difficult to land undetected, if he had that kind of aptitude in terms of that. So this is kind of. Besides, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Would we know would we be wanted men? Would they know of us?
Well, we know Captain E is.
Yeah, but he's wanted by everyone.
As of yet, to the best of your knowledge, they don't know you because you kind of just got started in the area.
Okay,
you just got started.
Cool.
So to the best of your knowledge, and you haven't been caught yet or anything like that. So.
We're just that damn good.
And thank you to Hi427893 for following. Welcome to the Avenge, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Hi.
They're into you.
In that case,
go ahead.
No.
See,
No,
it's like we're married already.
You guys are like an old married couple.
I was just gonna say, are there like any planetary defenses or anything that I need to do to cloak our entry into the atmosphere, or is this more of like like a Firefly, not a high-tech world?
The latter. It's kind of Firefly-ish. The world itself, before General Patel occupied it, was chiefly agrarian. They didn't necessarily have no technology, but it's mainly an agrarian farming world. That was terraformed, and it's just the soil is just super great for farming, and so that's kind of it's kind of lucrative for that. And then General Patel has a division of troops, which is roughly we're going to say about 5,000 men total. But the planet isn't really didn't have a big population, so 5,000 was more than sufficient to kind of unfortunately subdue them. And then they've since hired mercenaries and other thugs in addition to that, which is unfortunate. So then, and I want to take a quick respite for a second and kind of remind people that, again, you are watching Star Ascension. This is a science fiction adventure role-playing game in the ilk of Firefly and Chronicles of Riddick and Dune and Starship Troopers, and it is currently on Kickstarter as we speak. Actually, thank you, Will. You have posted up the link to the Kickstarter campaign. We've got a few days left to hit our goal, and we are presently at $2,817. But if from the viewers we can get some pledges going and get that number up to 2,850 in the very least, the characters when they land and meet Ronald Chand in the mine, they may get some upgraded equipment. They may get some interesting equipment. They may get some goodies, when they land there. Or they may get something nasty. It's kind of up to you. But if you guys can throw some pledges our way, that would be great. $10, it actually gets you a PDF of our beginner set called the Recruit Edition. It's a PDF. So for $10, you got a pretty nifty role-playing game and can partake in the adventures that you're watching right now. So I'm going to check back on that in a few minutes, and we'll just go ahead and resume with the privateers.
Templar Warden has just subscribed. Thanks so much, my man. I salute you, sir. One of the most gentlemanly of scholars. Excellent moderator in our tavern. Let's all raise a drink to Templar, at least in the chat, at the very least. Thanks so much, dude. I appreciate that. All the subs today. So nice, you guys.
Subflex.
Nice.
I think that's the first time I've seen that animation of you, Will, with what appears to be a blue noodle of some sort.
That would be a blue donger.
I didn't want to be the first to say.
Oh, don't you worry.
Oh no.
You only confirm my darkest suspicions. But all right.
4 months. That sounds about right, Templar. Twitch has been weird to be API today. I don't know, Templar. Because Akira did that 6-month thing and she just pledged. So I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Templar joined it during Gavin's origin, if I remember correctly. It was when he followed.
Yeah, that was 4 months ago. Shit.
That wasn't 4 months ago, was it?
Must have been.
Must have been.
That's what Twitch says.
I think Twitch is... Anyway, whatever. Yay, 4 months! Templar!
Yay! Good one, Twitch. Something's good. Something positive is there.
Happy 4-month anniversary.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Getting closer to our birthday. Maybe 2 months since Gavin's origin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's dive back into it. Sorry, Stuart.
Oh no, absolutely. Okay, so getting back into the adventure. All right, so again, you guys have set up a rendezvous point to meet Ronald Chand to offload your cargo and get kind of confirmation of payment. So it's kind of cool because he actually doesn't have to pay for it. He just has to kind of transmit his thumbprint basically. In the military, the hegemony military, they automatically will forward funds to your accounts. So which is pretty cool. So he has set a meeting point in this cavern right here, in this section of the cavern right there, of these abandoned mines. There are different little glow lamps set along, so there's some, it's not in complete darkness, and the doors that you see, like for example this one right here, there are doors, but by default they are open, and they are powered doors, but there's no actual power to the mine itself, so they're kind of stuck open for the time being. The glow lights that I spoke of earlier, they're independently powered as such. But your rendezvous point. So you enter the mine here in the area aptly named the entrance, right there, and you've had instructions to meet here. And so before you actually make your way into the mine, is there anything you guys want to do to prepare yourselves in any sort of way?
Gavin drops off. Mercury drops off Agatha out in the front, near where there might be any control panels or anything along those lines, sort of as watch, since I can see through her eyes. He's got his own his normal interface thing with him, but he's leaving her outside sort of as a remote sentinel, and I have her crawl up on a wall or a ledge or something so she's out of sight, but keeping eyes with her actual cameras or any other sensory things that she has available to her.
Okay. And is she in motion, or is there a particular place on the map you think she should prop up?
Well, like I said, I mean, it would probably even be sort of outside, even outside the first door. I mean, so kind of the idea, wherever it comes down and where you have those first entrances there. So I don't know whether we're coming from above. I mean, is it a hole in the ceiling that we drop down through, or are we walking in to the side of a cliff, so to speak, that has a door in it?
It's kind of like a hole in a cliff sort of situation.
Okay, so I would leave her outside the hole in the cliff so that she can scan anything that's approaching. So if get her up in the air, basically I'm setting her up like as a security camera, like you would over like looking at your front door of your house or over a factory or whatever, so she can have a good look at the plane, who's coming, who's going, and be our eye and the eyes outside to make sure we don't get snuck up on from outside. Certainly there's always inside, but I plan on doing my thing with with my module once I get in. Okay,
sounds good.
Agatha, you'll stay here, darling. You keep an eye out.
This is what she says. All right, cool. Just jotting some notes down. Just give me a second. All right. And all right, so you guys, without incident, make it to the actual part of the cavern where you're supposed to rendezvous with your contact, which is right here. And
sorry, I was just going to say what I was going to bring with me. I am going to bring with me Dirty Berta, but it's going to be more casually, like just slung over my shoulder, and at the same time, I'm going to bring like a small case of the goods we have, so he can sample it. And then we bring the rest, at a later date. So I got like a small sample case that he can have a look at.
A sampler. All right. Sounds good. Okay. I'm just kind of reviewing some information real quick. All right. And, okay, so you've got Dirty... Is it Berta or Birdie?
What did I say? What was the first thing?
Bertie, I'd say.
Bertie,
Bertie.
Bertie, yeah, like
Dirty
yeah.
Bertie.
Dirty
yeah.
Birdie, yeah. Not bird,
right.
but like
Bertie.
like Bertrand or whatever.
Yeah,
Shorty
that's
Bird,
it. Yeah.
Yes, Bertram.
Whatever.
I'm gonna say, Malcolm, since obviously this is kind of your baby, and you've kind of you've nurtured her. She's your girl. You've done
through the wall.
You've done some modifications, so you automatically get a +1 to all attack rolls with her. So
Nice.
I'm gonna say that would make sense to me. And again, you would use your small arms skill to fire weapons, which as a soldier you happen to have 3 dice in small arms. But as long as you use Dirty Birdie, you get you roll 3 dice and you add 1.
Brilliant. Okay, fantastic.
And so that'd be kind of cool. And is the Doc or Eric going to do anything before entering the mine?
Nothing as such. I think Eric's pretty drunk at this point, really.
No cologne or anything like that, you know?
No, he's not feeling it so much. He's going au natural. He's got his pistols ready in case there's any trouble, but he's not really expecting it as such, I don't think.
All right.
Obviously, Will is.
All right. Our drunk bruiser. So you have a physique attribute of 3 dice, which is a little bit higher than most. So why don't you? Your target number is going to be a 6, but we're going to count margin of failure or success on this one to determine the effects of your inebriation. So go ahead and roll 3 dice for me, please.
I shall. 12.
You've got a 12. Okay. Hey, you're not drunk. You're just happy. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm in that good kind of state where he hasn't had too much sort of thing. It's not really affecting him too badly. Yeah. It's two glasses of wine, and then the third is a nightmare. But 2 in. That's where he's at.
Yeah, you're all right. You just got a nice little buzz to you. Your cheeks a little bit rougy. But other than that, but sorry, I got a message on my phone that distracted me for a second. I apologize. But the point of it is, you're a good drinker. You can hold your liquor. Hey, you're not that drunk. So yeah, no ill effects, no game effects, so to speak. Yeah. Other than we'll add a bonus to charm skills to charm checks if it comes to it. How about that? Doc Holliday, what's the plan for you, my friend? Are you just walking in?
Was I able to come up with any concoctions on the way there, or?
That's right. That's what you wanted to do. I apologize for forgetting.
Hey,
what would be the desired effect of your new concoctions, or are you just kind of fucking like mixing shit together just to see what will happen?
Well, chat was wanting me to come up with a lethal like poison. So I guess that's what I'm gonna go for. Got to keep chat happy.
Oh, gotcha. Why don't you go ahead and roll first aid? And I really only need a 6. So the difficulty number is a 6.
All right. So my first aid, I get 3D. Okay. So, over here. So let's roll 3d6. A 4, a 1, and a 6.
Okay. So, well, the first die, being the crit die, we'll say is a 4, so that doesn't really have an effect. But the thing is that, as much as you know about healing people and making people better, you know all the different drugs that will really, can poison people. So the easiest ones are anesthesia, where if you overdose, you basically just put the body to sleep permanently. Like things like, So that was actually pretty easy to come up with. So you've got your night juice. You've got your psychedelic trip juice, and you've got your night for good juice.
All right, perfect.
Please don't mix those up.
All right, we're just gonna put you to sleep for a little bit. Fuck.
Oh, put him on the pile there.
Bring in the next one.
All right. Okay. So you guys enter the mine. You're at the time and the place again right here in this mine complex to meet your contact, Ronald Chand, who is just not there. He's not there. Maybe he's running late. Agatha doesn't see him approach. Yeah. So.
Is Mercury able to get anything off of? I know that there's not lots of power here, but usually there's some capacitors and any little tiny bit of juice that is holding on to keeping clocks on computers and stuff. Any little bit of power so he can get any kind of information off of the whatever electronic system was controlling the doors.
There is absolutely no power. There's absolutely no power, but that's not to say that you couldn't rig away to provide an external power source.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I use my futuristic interface module to see if I can power up and get any kind of eyes around the mine?
Okay. The room you're in right now, again, this chamber right here, it appears it was one of a few just generic storage rooms, so that there's nothing there other than the open and close switch to the door, so which wouldn't be a data feed. So there's nothing in your current chamber that would assist with that at the moment.
Okie dokie.
There might be a control room maybe somewhere around. We'll just have to have a look around if you want to do that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan, is for Mercury to see if he can find any kind of interface here, and stay in touch with Agatha as well to see if anyone might be coming along.
Absolutely. Okay, and all right. Sorry, just checking the chat feed real quick. All right. So then, after a few tense moments of waiting, and after Mercury was kind of looking around and not finding what he needed right away, you guys get a call on your comlink from Ronald Chand. And
Ronald.
All right, so the hologram appears and it says, "My friends, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it. I'm afraid General Patel's men are onto us."
Oh, you couldn't have told us sooner, could you?
"I'm sorry, my friend. I had to maintain radio silence until this moment."
Right.
As a matter of fact, I am buying your time with my very life. They are pursuing me right now. You will never speak to me again, it seems, because I will be dead soon. But it is only a matter of time before they double back and find you. You must escape. If for some reason the main entryway is blocked or you cannot escape, there is a secret tunnel in Chamber 2 or in Shaft 2.
Okay. Where is this? When this blueprint is Shaft 2?
Shaft 2.
Can we see where it says Shaft 2?
Yes. Right.
All right. All right. Cheers, Ronald.
Thanks, Ron.
Try not to die too quickly, mate.
Yeah, not too quick.
I'll give you as much time as I can.
Cheers,
At that
mate.
point, Mercury calls back
Good on you,
Agatha.
Ronald.
Agatha, get back in here.
Let's get the fudge out. Let's go.
Yeah. It's collecting
So-
Agatha so that we can.
So
Bug
I'm
out.
assuming we're just running. I'm gonna run as fast as I can out
Yeah,
of the
I'm off.
entrance. Yeah, we're.
Yeah.
Sod this. I'm gone.
All right. Okay. All right. As Agatha is coming back into the mine, again, you have a heads-up display. You see what she sees, but she still pings you. She's going, and there are 3 figures approaching the mine entrance.
Oh, wrong way. Double back, and head back into the mine.
Yeah.
We're
Yes,
gonna have to go through it at some point, aren't we?
Oh, well, we'll go
My
through
friend-
Shaft 2.
My friends, there are 3 coming. Shall we try to sneak out, or do we want to take them on?
I'm not too sneaky.
No, look, well, why don't we just go out through Shaft 2? He said it's just down this way. Let's go that way.
Alright, let's go Shaft 2.
I'd rather stay unknown from these guys for as long as possible.
I would have to agree with you, my friend. Let us get out of here as quickly as we can. Doc,
Let's shaft it.
Okay.
you and your
All right. So at this moment, Agatha has made it to this point right here.
I stopped myself.
You did.
I would like it to be noted, I stopped myself.
I
Oh, I missed that. Well, okay. Maybe I'm better off, but I totally missed what just happened. Where was I at? Oh yeah. Agatha has made it to about this point, and she's got little stubby legs. She doesn't move that fast. And also it's really rough terrain and a lot of high grass, which is why she didn't see the guys right away. But they've already made it to about this point by the time Agatha is in here, but she's moving as fast as she can back to you guys. And I would say if you guys had any intention of moving out, you've made it to about this point right here at this moment. And Agatha gets a glimpse at one of them, and you recognize that one of them is armed with what appears to be an anti-vehicular weapon, otherwise known as a rocket-propelled grenade.
These they are heavily armed, my friends. They've got the grenade launcher. There's no way that they are not going to intersect with us at our current pathway, and I don't think we have a way to. It's going to be a fight, my friends. Prepare yourselves.
Can you see if they have any armor on?
All right.
I take a look.
Let's see. Why don't you roll 1d6, because Agatha's kind of trying to escape. Again, she's not perfect. Yeah. But let's see what happens from that.
Come on, Aggie. A 4.
Not bad.
All right. It's hard to tell if they're armored. These guys are not soldiers. They're not troopers. They seem to have just regular kind of pseudo. They're pseudo militaristic gear on, but they're very slight. They're kind of they look like mercenaries or thugs of some sort. But just bros. But so hard to tell if they don't have like any heavy armor on, but they it's hard to tell. Hard to tell if they actually have like maybe any undershirt armor on of that nature. And it seems that there's the one with the rocket propelled grenade, but the other two seem to have like a pistol and a rifle.
Okay. The room we're in, that one by there. What's in it? Is it just a rock cave basically with nothing else in it at all, or?
Okay, and I presume that you mean this room right here. Yeah. Okay, you're already pinging it. Sorry, I was in a different window. This one actually, Doc Holliday, you would kind of recognize the purpose of this room. It looks like this used to be the infirmary. So it is possible that this room, and again, it's a little bit dim, and it looks like they kind of gutted a lot of the things from this room, but it may actually have a console that Mercury was looking for to maybe try to activate, and there's definitely appears to be 2 beds, we'll say they're along the wall. And by the way, each square represents 5 feet, just for reference.
Okay. Gotcha. From a tactical point of view, I feel that we should bunker down here, get behind cover, and then ambush them as they turn around the corner. Yeah. We take out the guy with the rocket. Hoodwink them. Yes, Captain. Exactly. Good plan, Captain. Good plan.
Bushwhacking and hoodwinking today.
Yeah. So we take out the guy with the rocket first, because he's the one that's going to cause a cave-in if we don't kill him quick.
Yeah, take out the rockets.
Okay. So they're about So again they're right here, and you guys are in here, and you're just kind of waiting for them, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they walk past us and go elsewhere, all the better. But we're going to wait for them to come to us. So I'm going to basically be hiding behind. I'm going to topple over a bed and hide behind it. You guys can hide wherever you want.
All right. Okay. And let's see. So they are here, and again, I have met.
Behind you.
I had mentioned. Let's see, where was that? I'd mentioned that Agatha was kind of making her way, trying to come down to the corridor to you guys. She's kind of so Mercury, you can hear through her her ears, so to speak, one of them is going, "Hey, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Kill it!" and there's a loud. So the dude with the RPG fired the weapon, is what's happening.
Uh-oh.
Fired.
Oh no! Not the good kind.
And it looks like maybe his aptitude with the weapon isn't super great, because through Agatha's eyes, who I guess she's facing away from them, she just sees like a plume of smoke overhead of her. So I guess he missed, and there's a loud explosion, a loud impact, boom, in the other corridors, and then you see from Agatha's point of view that some rocks have tumbled down. So it seems like maybe this area right here may be blocked off, but Agatha's still doing okay.
Oh God.
We have trouble, friends. They're a bit trigger happy already, but seem to be a lousy shot.
And you hear one of the other guys like, "Mark, what the hell are you doing? That was our only grenade."
But they do not have any more grenades, so that was good. But
let's go kill
Can Agatha look around and see whether or not there seems to still be? I mean, is the tunnel collapsed, or is she cut off from us?
She is not, because she was trying to make her way, and she's, I guess, about here, but the cave-in is here. So luckily, she's not even affected really, other than there's like a little bit of dust on her optic sensors, so it's a little bit harder to make out what's going on, but she seems okay for the time being.
And we're down here in this room, correct?
Currently, you are. Yes.
Okay. Medical center, and I look at Malcolm and go, "Malcolm, cover me." And I go up the hallway to go grab and get Agatha.
Where's the top hole anyway?
Go.
It's covered.
All right, I'm basically going to be just in front of him as he's going up and making sure the coast is clear. And I'm assuming we can reach there without too much trouble.
Yeah. It seems like it. I mean, there's already been a ruckus. This cave-in. There's rocks still. Like the residual rocks still tumbling down and stuff. So it's actually pretty easy for you guys to get to this point without any problem. And at this point, Agatha's still moving. Still moving along. This point, and she can still hear. And the guy's like, he goes like, "Mark, what the hell is that? Like, it's just a drone. Just leave it alone." And then allegedly Mark is going like,
God damn it,
Bill,
Mark.
Bill, you know how I feel about spiders. I thought it was a spider, man. Like, and then the third guy is like, "Mark, are you stupid? You don't got spiders that big on this planet."
Yeah. I tell Mercury to hold and just let Agatha walk down the thing to us instead of going out to get there, so we're still hidden.
I can hear Agatha. Agatha's still hearing the voices. Correct.
Yes.
So I see that. Yeah. Okay. They're talking themselves out of messing with Agatha. So.
Actually, it's probably the other way around. You probably tell me.
Yeah. Actually. But either way, we hold. But as soon as she comes around the corner, I grab her, and the thing is we've got to figure out what we're going to do.
Do we need to kill these guys? That's the question. Do these men need to die?
They're blocking our way out, and I imagine they're shoot first, talk later kind of people. Because they did.
My friend, I have an idea.
Yeah.
So, the reason I was grabbing Agatha is not because I wanted to save her, even though I wanted to save her. I grabbed Agatha because I take my sonic screwdriver, which makes lots and lots of noise and flashy lights, and basically put it on we'll say a 5-minute timer. And because I don't trust Doc, I have my duct tape. I duct tape it to Agatha. And send her across the hallway. And up into this area here. Basically, I want to get her up to this intersection when when the thing goes off.
Actually-
So basically,
Actually, this area is blocked off. She couldn't go
Oh,
this way because
it was there. It was. I thought it was after the door. So it's before the door.
Yeah, it's right here. Can I draw? Oh no, I don't have drawing privileges.
You should. You should be. Everyone can draw shape.
Oh, we can? Oh, okay.
Here,
cool.
I can do it. There.
Anyone can play guitar.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
the one.
The pink rubble, avoid.
The pink rubble.
Ah,
There we go.
pink rubble over there.
Okay, well then never mind. That idea doesn't work.
What we should do is we should point guns at them and be like, "Fuck you."
All right, is that your orders?
Yep, that's the plan. At the same time, can one of you sneak around like the other around them?
Not unless we can walk through walls.
Yep, they're right.
Can anyone here walk through walls? They cannot.
Afraid not. Look, Cap, how about this, right? How about this? We all go into the med bay. We all hide behind the covers. We get your little sonic screwdriver to make a noise. They come to investigate. Wallop, wallop, wallop. They die, and we're behind cover. What do you think?
At this point, while they're discussing all this, they've been discussing for a while. I noticed that my sneak is 3D. Can I go ahead and sneak out to these guys?
Yeah, you totally can. Or at what point do you want to sneak to, or how do you? So you're gonna?
Where are these guys at in the hall here?
You know what? Let me
Essentially, we're by there.
Sorry, I lost my headset there for a second. Well, let me use my new drawing powers.
New powers.
And they're, for lack of a better thing, they're at this the square here at the moment.
Oh, they're all the way up there. Holy shit! And we're in here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
and they're walking down.
Yeah. So and that's kind of cool. Oh, I can move this thing. So yeah, they're starting here and they're walking this general direction. So they're right about there.
Oh, okay. So I can't really sneak out into the hallway because they would see me.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. They would actually see you. But
Gotcha.
I mean, it is a little bit dim. So at this distance, you know, if you're right here, you might have a chance to sneak, just and take a shot, and just be unnoticed just long enough to take a surprise shot.
Right. I don't have any. I mean, I could throw drugs at them, but.
Oh, that's right.
So.
And they go free drugs.
For real. I think I'll move up into this square here, and when they come around the corner, I want to have my like vertigo type one, the one that makes them hallucinogen. Yeah, and see all the different shit. I want to have one of those ready to inject them with, and then dip back away out of sight back here once I hit them.
My friend, we might have all the ingredients here for a wonderful deception. We have a crawling droid. We have a gentleman who is very afraid of spiders, and we have an aerosol shot deliverer thing that could maybe make a cloud of balls tripping mist that these guys would be in. Basically, what I'm thinking here is we dress up Agatha like a spider, and we use your injector to basically spray some of your nasty tripping balls acid drug into the air, so they believe that there is a giant spider who lives down here.
This makes a lot of sense to me.
Won't we get affected too? Because there's not a lot of.
We're sending them up. I'm sending it up the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
I'm happy with
they're
that.
going to see a giant spider running at them, and I mean, as soon as it gets to them, it's going to spray them in the face with the ball tripping Doc Holliday special.
Just don't breathe it in.
Yeah.
So the trick is, I need to dress up Agatha like a spider. So let's look around here and see what we can find. And I look Eric. I grab Eric by the
sensible
shoulders.
solution.
I grab Eric by the shoulders and say, "Forgive me, honey." And I take a scalpel and take a huge chunk out of his hair to basically make Agatha look like a big old hairy nasty spider.
Jaw drops.
Yeah. So I'm sure I've got to roll something for this whole line of bullshit that I just spun.
Roll to cut.
Yes.
You roll a 1,
Roll
you cut a bit to.
If you had to roll, okay, you're the what would your?
I'm the brains guy, so.
Just give me a straight dexterity, 2D, and then I guess Will, does Eric want to resist the haircutting attempt?
I mean, I think he's too shocked to actually resist it.
All right, so give me like a 6 on 2D6 then. Let's see what happens.
This is like the married couple. What's
no.
mine is yours.
First time it was a 1. I got the 6, but it was a 1. So I was trying to make it look nice, but it looks. I ended up giving him.
He's
the
now
worst.
a punk.
Yes,
Got no hair.
the worst.
So this is what happens. You get the hair that you need to make Agatha look like a spider, but now you're like a little bit less interested in Eric now because you kind of made him look a little ugly. You're just like a little bit less interested.
You made me ugly, and now you don't like me. So savage. You shouldn't have got your
We'll
hair
fix
changed.
it later. But don't hold my hand in public anymore.
So brutal.
Eric does a thing where he goes to kiss you on the lips, and you do the yeah.
Yeah, I gotta dress up the spider.
Yes,
I'm busy.
I'm busy, honey. I've got a bit of a headache. So Agatha's dressed as a spider. I guess I have to do like a tinker check or something on the Doc Holliday to make it so it's an aerosol instead of an injection?
Yeah,
Or is that something that he can do? Does he know how to do stuff like that?
It would be he would have to in the field reformulate it so it'd be it could be airborne, so it could be introduced airborne, and then you would need to again re-engineer the nano syringe to be able to spray. So it's actually a combined effort. So I'm gonna say it's a little bit difficult. So from Doc Holliday, we need a 9 on a first aid check because you're in the field and you're trying to make something that's meant to be injected be as potent as it would be just by breathing it in. And then you need to take a device that's meant to inject and turn it into an air spray. And I'd say that's a little bit easier. So I'm going to go with a mechanics check. And I'm going to say you really only need a 3.
And I gotta find my.
I got an 11, but I got a crit 1. That's my first one.
Okay. And which one was this one? Is this the poison or is this the tripping balls?
This is the tripping balls.
That's right. The tripping balls.
The tripping balls.
You gotta love the name of that drug, don't you? You're just brilliant.
All right, so you were able to reformulate it to be airborne, but you accidentally got a whiff of it. So you are tripping balls. You, sir, personally are tripping
stuff.
balls for 4 rounds. For 4 rounds, you will be tripping balls.
And I'm doing a mechanics check, you were saying?
Yeah, and you need at least a 3.
Yep, slash 3, 3d6. Double 6 and a 1.
Wow, yeah. So the 1 at the end doesn't matter. That's fine. That doesn't hinder you in any way. But you did get a critical success on this, which means that not only you actually engineered it so you can actually still inject it or spray. So you have like 2 options. Is what you do. Is what you have. Nice. So you haven't lost that option.
New weapon options for you, my friend. But first, we need to go. We need to go send in a spider.
Godspeed, Agatha.
Yes.
We salute you.
Suddenly you hear bagpipes playing from somewhere. Maybe
that's the little thing.
So in the time it took for this to occur, they are over here, so that they're pretty close by, yeah. And then Agatha. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get a different color. I think she's pink.
I think she is.
Oh
yeah, totally.
Done a nice little a pink spider, the classic.
She's beautiful.
It's a spider. It's
so
pink.
And she has such lovely hair now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Poor Eric
I
doesn't.
dyed pink hair.
Oh, it wasn't pink. Oh, I messed that up. My bad.
Eric had dyed pink. Yeah.
All right, let's try this again. All right, so this is Agatha, little spider.
There are dragons in the kitchen.
Oh, look at this! You're like doing her up good, man.
Yeah. Proud of her.
Okay, that's really fucked up.
Let's get a close
spider.
up for the stream.
See the majesty.
The majesty of Agatha with her new encounter roleplay will quaff. She's the Rosie of Star Ascension.
There she.
Okay. So I've got Plan B, and Plan B, if it doesn't acknowledge, shoot off, I shoot thing, and hopefully as it blows up, the spray will go everywhere. It's Plan B.
Okay.
I haven't told anyone that. That's all.
No one knows this plan.
Yes.
It's all up here.
Mercury would not be happy with this plan.
That's why he didn't tell
Captain
you.
would be fine with it. That's the worrying thing. The captain would do it. Yeah.
Okay. Let me take a second to check something real quick. Okay. All right. And here we are. And okay. So then, so that plan is in place. We've got little Agatha moving. Let's see. Can I move? Okay, hang on.
Oh yes, and thank you to Mystic Streamer for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Blackwing, if you don't know who Rosie is, check out the Lost Miner Fandelver campaign. She's a fan favorite 8-year-old girl, demon-sucking, soul-devoid dragon in disguise. She's lovely.
Werewolf too, somewhere in there,
Well,
right?
yeah, somewhere along the lines.
But the best part is, is your hair not long enough to do Rosie? It's probably not.
It's not, yeah, it's true. Rosie's normally like this, but it's kind of short at the moment. It usually comes down like here.
She had a haircut.
It's not the same.
I had to move Agatha like one leg at a time.
Oh my goodness! Actually, you should be able to like select them all if you can make like a square to select everything.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah,
All
that
right.
way she actually scurried.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
True, yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching the stream. He's like clicking, dragging each little piece. Adorable.
Yeah, I'm still learning, folks. I'm still learning.
Hey, dude,
All right.
it's my first time actually having the stream going out of my computer. I totally get you. I got you, man. Pro streamer here.
Woo! All right. And so Agatha goes up there, and the guy, I guess his name was Mark. He's kind of freaking out, like, oh shit, there's that spider again, and he tries to take a shot at Agatha. So it is not. He's gonna take a shot at Agatha, but she's small, she's tiny.
She is tiny.
And he's kind of freaking out. So I would say he needs to get a 6, and he's not very good at weapons, so he only got a 3. So yeah, just pew pew, and he didn't hit. And Agatha has does she know when to activate it, or is it like a manual release, or is it a manual release that you have to activate?
Well, I can see through her eyes, so I can manually release it. But when I see that she's within range.
All right, she's within range. So
Push the button.
Yes, my
Okay.
friends. This is when it gets interesting. Dink.
all right. Well, I'm actually kind of liking this whole like drawing stuff on the board thing. So do that. We pick the cloud. Let's make it like a purple cloud of happy. So there we go. Agatha has sprayed them with the tripping balls gas. I would say about a round of time has elapsed, and out of the 4 in which unfortunately Doc Holliday is still tripping balls. He is tripping balls like right now.
Whoa.
Doesn't know what is going on.
No, I'm just just the whole time, not even moving. Like I'm scared to just move an inch. I'm like,
Hey, Doc, we gotta go.
he comes toward.
If
Like Cthulhu heads.
Doctor, my friend, and I look like Zoidberg from
Yeah.
from Futurama.
all right. So I would say that I would also normally make you make a willpower check of some sort to avoid drawing your weapon and shooting people, but you don't have a weapon to shoot, so you're actually just doing hand moves like and you're firing an imaginary weapon.
Pew, pew, pew.
Actually, I've seen him play first-person shooters. We don't have to worry.
Oh.
Back.
Hey, I can't play him at all because I get dizzy, so I have nowhere to talk.
Yeah, those frustrate me too. Especially like I tried a like Halo one time at a friend's house, and he was like networked with some other people like in South Korea or some shit, and that was frustrating as hell. I'd be like, oh, I got sniped by Bad Boy 13 or something. I don't know, but
Bad Boy 13. Bad
all right.
Boy.
I got
I
sniped.
can only
by
play
that.
D&D. Anything I forgot.
Okay.
Sorry,
So it looks like these guys are under the influence of the tripping balls drug right now. What do you guys want to do?
Are they like scared or are they like hostile? Like going nuts. As in, if we try and sneak by them, they're gonna think that we're some sort of monsters and shoot us.
Well, you take a peek around the corner, and you see like one of them he's just like on cloud nine. Like he's got a big smile on his face. He's just like,
Malcolm, I have this covered. And I pull out the sonic screwdriver and I start like juggling with it and throwing around. So we got lights and sounds and tracers. It's like the worst rave you've ever been at.
I just fall back against the wall, just like.
I can see the light.
Doc pulls out one of his drugs that glows and starts dancing.
well, that was just one of them. The other guy, the guy who previously had the rocket launcher, he's going, he's looking at the other guy going like, Jim, stop it, you're growing horns, man, stop it. Like that's what he's doing, and
Damn it, Mark.
There must be some party music here.
What's the third guy doing? I guess the third guy his name was Phil. He's actually trying to. He has a rifle, and he looks like he's trying to like plant it. Like he's like trying to plant it like a tree. He's like trying to get in the ground. It's like and he's like singing a song of some sort. And he's trying to plant it in the ground, and you hear the song he's singing. He's saying, I feel so pretty.
Okay, in my eyes, the only one that's dangerous is the one that's freaking out, so I'm gonna blow his head off.
That's a reasonable response. You're armed with a laser rifle. It's at short range. They're a little bit. So I would say we'd add 1 to the difficulty number. And really that's about it. So you need to get a 4 on a small arms check.
Sweet. And thank you to Kodiak Jack for following. Welcome to the Avenge My Friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us.
Nice. Oh wait, 1 second, Malcolm.
Yeah.
I apologize. Do you want to make a called shot and actually hit him in the head, or do you just want to hit him in general?
I'll hit him in the head. I'll call the shot.
All right, then you need a 7.
I can do that. 3d6 plus 1 because it's dirty 30. Right?
Absolutely.
3d6 plus 1. Watch this fail now. Oh, there we go. It's not that bad. So 2,
nice.
3, 1 altogether, 9.
All right. So this is how damage works. A laser rifle does 4 dice worth of damage. The crit dice doesn't matter in this one. So you just roll 4d6. But we're gonna double it because you hit him in the head. You shot him in the face.
Oh right. So is that 8d6? Or do you mean roll 4d6 then double that?
4d6 then double it.
Okay, we got 16
So
altogether. So 32 damage to his head.
32 damage to the head.
That's a lot of damage ahead for Ed to take.
Okay, what just went nuts?
And probably he's dead, but just for the sake of mechanics, we roll his physique, which is 2 dice, plus 1 to resist. So he can soak 6 points worth of damage. So it goes from 32 to 26, which is sufficient to kill him. He doesn't face anymore. Just raspberry jam. It's just a hole filled with raspberry jam where his face used to be.
Okay, we're good to go.
And you nonchalantly just walk past these guys. I'm guessing, and then I'm guessing this cloud has dissipated. Oh, I did that. Whoops. All right.
Where the cloud is, I'm running past that and holding my breath. I'm not taking any chances.
All right.
I know how potent his drugs are.
Whoops! I deleted a bit of Agatha. I'm trying to delete the cloud. How do I delete the cloud? All right. No. All right. Whatever. That's fine. That cloud's not really there. Don't worry about it.
Cloud isn't there. Don't believe the cloud. The cloud is a lie.
Okay. So that was one. So that was the second round, and Malcolm. I'm sorry. Doc Holliday's still tripping balls. He's still tripping balls. All right. And what are you guys gonna do next?
Leave. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Yeah. Good job, everybody. I nailed it.
Okay.
I'm just leaning against the wall, like rubbing my stomach.
He thinks he's Hal Drug.
Hey, Doc, come on, we gotta go. Come on, Doc.
Yeah. So somebody
Doctor,
needs to
my friend, come on.
Who wants to make an arm check to get the doctor?
I start rolling.
Stop, drop, and roll, my friend.
Thinks he's Hal Drug.
Because Doc Holliday's on drugs. He really just wants to stay there, but he wants to do a charm check to.
I'll try and charm him with my charming.
It's worked so far.
It has, isn't it?
Look away, Mercury. Look away.
Yeah, Mercury, don't look. I say, he's not Hal Drug. I say, Doc, come with me. And what's my skill in this one? Charm, I guess.
I think it's 2 dice.
2 dice, yeah.
It succeeds.
Come on. 9.
Oh, I'm gonna say, yeah, 9 works.
I want to start somersaulting towards him. Every time I somersault, I come up and I'm like,
Just a little bit closer each time.
Yeah, this is good job it's not a flashing light, because it's the flashing light and the face keeps getting closer.
So Doc Holliday, in your mind, you're like Olympic level acrobatics right now. Like you think you're like gliding, but to the outside observer, it's just the most horrible somersault ever. You just kind of like flop around and like you're like, hey, look at me, look what I did. And
every time I say, ta-da!
So that is and momentarily the drugs wear off, just in time. Oh, goody! Somebody selected the cloud for me, so I can delete that. Can I delete that? Can I? Yay! I deleted it, and Agatha is still here. Whee! So then, let me check something real quick. All right. So, and we are. What's going on here? I see. Yep. And
the captain's just continuing to drink, I think, at this point.
All right. So we've actually got about 10 minutes left, for this session of Star Ascension today. There is actually a little bit more to go, probably more than 10 minutes would allow. But I can kind of do a fiat thing and just kind of wrap it up and say you guys escape. You want to do that?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
And we go off into the distance. And oh shit! I figured a Leicester for the 3 months. Thank you, my friend. I salute you, sir. Let's raise a drink in chat to the Leicester. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we go off into like space, and I'm gonna. The last kind of thing I want to do is call up the captain from before, because I have her like numbers, like space digits or whatever.
You got those deets.
I'm like, this is Captain E. You don't know my real name, no.
That's all. Click.
That's all I wanted to say. But I just figured I'm in your sector soon, so I'll be dropping by.
And she replies, "Hey, Captain E, don't make promises to a girl your body can't cash."
Ooh.
And I totally got that saying wrong, but that's okay.
It's enough, Coach. It's enough.
Okay, that kind of made sense to me anyway. And I say, well, I guess I'll just think of a comeback in a few days' time and get back to you.
and then you hear her say, she's going like, "Huh? What? Yeah, it's them." She's talking to somebody, not you, but she's talking to somebody else. Like, yeah, I'm talking to them. What do you want? Okay, I'll tell them. And she tells you, "Captain E, this is I guess this is actually for your medic. One of my crew wants to know if he's available."
No, that dude.
He is, yes, he is.
I knew that would come back to haunt me.
That is one
Fucking
weird
side
dude.
effects.
I can confirm, yes, the medic is single.
I'm gonna harvest this dude's organs.
Eric? Eric?
Yeah, you are.
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean. Oh yeah, what's that, honey?
Who are you talking to?
This was Captain E. You don't know my real name, Mike.
Are you calling that Trollop from earlier?
No, it was someone else. They don't know my real name.
Of course it was.
So it's safe. And it's like on if you get a call and like the face of the person comes up and their name, so it's like Captain Eric of the ship.
All your social details as well, social media details.
What will I do with you? You're more trouble than you are worth, and God, that hair's terrible.
It's growing back.
Of course,
Hey, have Doc
will,
have a look at it. Maybe he has some hair growth stuff.
I would be happy to test some new hairspray.
Be sure to read the warning label on that.
Hairspray.
Yes, Doc Holliday is very good in against our enemies, but
and as we fly off on our spaceship, we suddenly go into Hairspray the musical, but in the future. Oh man. Season 2 coming soon. Oh man. So yeah, that seems like a good point to wrap up the game. If you enjoyed today's stream, guys, which I'm sure many of you did, let us know in the chat. And of course, go check out Star Ascension on Kickstarter. We've got some pledges, looks like. But of course, if you want to pledge, then we're very, very close to the goal being met. We're already at like 97%. With a couple of days left to go, so be sure to get in on Star Ascension. You can pledge for as little as $10, or even less if you just want to make a pledge out or what I believe, to get the PDFs and all that good stuff. I'll let Stuart talk more about that in a second. But if you enjoyed today's show on Encounter Roleplay, hit that follow button and join us so you can catch all the rest of our shows. I'm actually going to be back on what day? Sunday for Sub Sunday. If you are a subscriber, we've had a lot of new subscribers, then check out Subscriber Sunday, where it's a 12-hour Dungeons and Dragons stream all day long going along, where you guys can join in and play, so be sure to get involved in that. But yeah, let's hand off to Stuart first of all. In fact, Stuart, there was a question for you, which was question: did you base Star Ascension off another system as a starting point? If so, which one?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good question. And yeah, I apologize for missing that. Yeah, actually, Star Ascension uses our kind of modified version of the Open D6 system. So the D6 system actually originated with West End Games when they we're making the Star Wars role-playing game. This was back in the 80s and 90s, and I really like the system. And the system has since become an open game license, and I really liked it, and I wanted to, make something to contribute to the system, and have something so that people can continue to play an open D6 game. And I like it because it's very easy to get into. If you've never played a role-playing game before, or you just want to pick up a casual game, the D6 system and by extension Star Ascension is really easy to get into. And I would say that, like, if you're a guy that you have, like, or lady rather, either way, but if you've got like a random sci-fi idea and you just wanted to play out, our Recruit edition is actually a good edition to get because it has beginner level rules, very good for a casual game. But we are having a 320 page core rule book, which will actually have a lot more fleshed out, and it will be the full compendium of rules that cover everything from space combat to custom character creation and trauma, which we haven't covered today, where trauma is psychological damage. So much like Doc Holliday was suffering some temporary psychological effects, there is psychological damage where that kind of sort of thing could be permanent to some degree. But to answer your question, it is based on the open D6 system. Very easy to play, very easy to learn.
Awesome stuff. But yeah, the links are in chat, guys. Go check it out. There's not only this session of Star Ascension, I believe there are 2 other Star Ascension games that you can find on YouTube. So if you subscribe to me on YouTube, there's a playlist there where you can find out that stuff. So yeah, check that out there. And let's go around. Let's give some feedback for new players who've never played Star Ascension before. What do you guys think? And then, of course, where can we find your guys' channels and shit like that these days on the internet? And oh my god, thank you to Light and Passion for subscribing. I salute you, sir. Thank you so much, dude. All the subs there, all the sub love. Hop up in the sub tub, my friend. And let's raise a drink to Light and Passion. I believe Light and Passion actually joining us for Subscriber Sundays. That's probably why, because now he's a sub. Good job. Let's go around and do what I just said. So let's do everything I say. Let's start with Redundant. So tell us, what do you think of Star Ascension? And where can we find you?
I really enjoyed Star Ascension, Stuart. It's a great system. I'm one for one of those ones that you can just very easily pick up and play. You can adjust your story to the system very, very easily. And it was great fun. I really enjoyed it. It's so easy to get into, so easy to play, and it was great. It really was. I really enjoyed it. And thank you for DMing. It was fantastic. Thank you for that.
All right.
I live stream on Twitch at Redundant UK. I live stream a lot of story-based games, and I'm currently going through Dragon Age Inquisition called the Fabulous Mage Run, where I basically make out with everyone, and yeah, I'm basically Will.
And there you have it.
Yeah, with a great mustache.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right then. Tool Squall, same questions for you, my friend.
I had a blast. I really enjoy the atmosphere of the game. I mean, I'm a big Firefly fan, so it was easy to get mentally into the place. So that was awesome, and then also you can't beat with 6s. I mean, it makes life. I do like how you did the having the crit dice being the first roll. That's kind of cool. I thought that was neat and was able to add some stuff to it. And as far as, like you were saying, adapting to story, I mean, we sort of sprung Agatha on you, and then she became kind of a key piece of the story. Yes, so it was easily adaptable, and I don't know if as a DM it seemed like you were able to adapt to our insanity pretty rapidly, and you pretty much have the foremost insane in one place at one time for this one. So no, it was fun. It was a great time, and you can find me usually here on Encounter Roleplay, and every once in a while on my Twitch channel. I'm trying to build it and get more stuff going on, and let me just stutter around. Find me at
yeah.
I'm at Tall Squall everywhere. So if you look up Tall Squall, including Google, it's me.
Including in your bin, you might find a Tall Squall if you look hard enough.
Yes.
Anywhere is Tall Squall. Live Jasmine, obviously. So same questions for Raffian Gaming.
Yeah, it was an amazing game. I actually really liked this. I went on the Kickstarter and went and backed it as best I could. It's a lot of fun. I like I said, I caught the rear end last time and like the sound of it and the feel of it and everything. So I was really happy that I got to play in it. I don't regret it at all. Super enjoyable. I came at you with a different character that I was trying to hope to kind of spin you for a loop, give you some little twist, but you ran with it and acted like it wasn't a problem at all. So either I didn't do well enough or you just did amazing and the system was built for it and it worked out anyways. So I was really happy with it. But yeah, I'm Rathian Gaming, otherwise just Wrath or Rathian. You can find me on Twitch at Rathian Gaming. I stream some stuff that does stuff every once in a while. Not important. You can also find me on Twitter at Rathian Gaming. Instagram is Rathian_gaming, the whole 9 yards. You can fool around with it and find me. If you find me, then congratulations. Good job. You win the race. And that's about all I got. I'm here twice a week, and you can find me just by if you look up on Twitch, this guy, it's Encounter Roleplay. Go look that up. You'll find me on there as well. He's a pretty cool guy. You should actually learn from him, Will.
Yeah, he's all right.
That is kind of shit. But incredibly handsome. So, but yes, check out Ravi, check out Tour School, check out Redundant. Of course, check out Star Ascension. I'll drop a link one more time for you guys in the chat if you haven't checked it out. This, for me, was my third time playing Star Ascension. Yeah, I think my third time. But my first time actually getting to play it. The previous 2 times I've DM'd, and it's actually a pleasure to get to play it and be on the other side of the DM seat there, because you get to do so much crazy shit in Star Ascension, and I very much enjoyed playing the captain. So I myself are pledged. You should check it out, guys. Once again, it's a paid promotion, so if that affects your lives in any way, let us know. Write in, email, or tweet. I don't know. You can find all the social media for Encounter Roleplay everywhere in the world. Also, check out the Discord as well. That's Discord. That's a fish-based Discord. But Discord is where you can find us. It's Tavern Roleplay, 24/7 text-based stuff. Of course, I'll be back on Sunday for the 12-hour subscriber Sunday. If you haven't joined in yet, if you haven't mailed in, be sure to get them. Who would sub to someone who calls himself Encounter Roleplay, indeed. And thank you to Gen Chaos 33 for following. Welcome to the event, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Actually, Blackwing, that's a good question, and one which I can answer. I have got a tweet coming out later tonight, which is basically, if you have any questions, ask them, and I will reply to them in podcast form coming out soon. So if you haven't followed me on Twitter, go ahead and do that. And reply to that tweet, which is maybe already out. I'm not sure. It was scheduled, but we'll see. Yes, I'll be back on Sunday. Thank you, guys. Check out Star Ascension. In fact, Stuart, if there's any last kind of pitch that you wanted to give the people for why they should check out Star Ascension, that'd be a great time to do it.
Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, and again, I think our strongest features is again, it's a very easy system to get into. So if you're a little bit new to role playing games like Blackwing is. It's actually perfect for somebody like that who maybe is a little bit unsure and wants to start in something that's easy to pick up and get into. It's definitely a great game to go in full bore. Our core rule book is not just rules, but it's a write-up of the universe of Star Ascension with the Earth hegemony systems at the center and hints of other factions as well. And running different types of campaigns, be it military for a mil fiction type of campaign or things with alien creatures, ways to build characters in new and creative ways with genetic modifications and special skills and training and cybernetics. So there's a lot of that in the core rulebook, but the Recruit Edition, which is kind of a beginner set of rules, and again, you can get the PDF for $10. It's really great. You can play in our setting that we established, or you can just kind of use it and put your own skin on it to play out your own type of sci-fi game. So it's really great for just a casual pickup game of just a random thing you may think of that you wouldn't necessarily want to turn into a campaign, or not sure if you would want to. But it uses the OpenD6 system. Several of our pledge levels actually are sets that include miniatures and dice. So like they're everything you would need in a bundle to start playing like right away, including unpainted miniatures. As a matter of fact, I brought some right here that I painted. So this guy is really cool that I painted. I don't know if you can see it very well. So this is an example of one that I painted. And they're actually sculpted by a firm called Heresy Miniatures in the UK. And we've got a resale agreement with them so that we can pass on that the savings to you. In the pledge anyway. When we retail them, the price goes up. So that's why you should back today, because a lot of times the prices for certain things will or for the miniatures anyway will go up slightly.
Hold
Get
up
in
the
on the
miniature
ground
again.
floor.
Stuart, hold up the miniature again, so I zoomed in on your camera, and so people can get a better look at it.
Oh, absolutely. Let me try this again, and I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know if it's in focus or not. Cool. But yeah, that's an example of one. And this is one of my favorites right here. It's called it's the guard, and if you can see it, I don't know if the camera is good, but he's smoking. He's kind of taking a break. So this is one of my favorite ones. As a matter of fact, so we actually use a set of these that we're photographing and putting the pictures into the books. So one of the pledge levels for $400, you actually get 20 of these pre-painted miniatures. So you actually get the set of miniatures that are going to be featured in the books at the $400 level. So that
nice. If anyone's got a spare $400 around, you know what to do with it. So
right here.
Check out the Kickstarter. It's almost done. We've worked with Star Ascension from before it was Kickstarted all the way through to where it's almost done now. So we're very proud to have been part of the project and cannot wait to see it succeed. Looking forward to that and for Star Ascension to come out in the future. But yes, if you do have any questions for Stuart, where can I find you, Stuart? Like, obviously on the Kickstarter, but is there like a Twitter they could follow you on and ask a question there for?
There totally is, and as a matter of fact, and I've got a little bit of a time delay, so this may show up in the chat in a few seconds. But I got, this is my Twitter handle at Radiant Gaming S, and then that's my Twitter, and then of course you can see that Radiant Gaming Sis is our Twitch handle when we participate, in these games. And you can even find us on Facebook. Let me throw. I don't even have Facebook up. Hold on. Let me throw up a link.
It's all good. Okay. Yeah, you drop that link in chat. I'll do the last kind of wrap up here, seeing as we're going a little bit over time. But thank you, guys. You may be gay. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But you guys, girls, gays, it doesn't really. It's all good. We're all free, happy family over here. But
hashtag pro streamers.
Your sexual orientation has absolutely nothing to do with it. But I do thank you guys for joining us today throughout the rest, the whole stream, the whole week. Actually, it's been a wonderful week. Been glad to be back streaming after a couple of days away. But yeah, it's been a good time. Back on Sunday for another 12 hours, and then Mr. Ed Greenwood is coming on the show again to give away some books, some Forgotten Realms books, and to talk about his new Realms series that's coming out. Very exciting stuff. If you enjoyed today's show, hit that follow button and join us. And if you just can't get enough of us, YouTube, social media, Twitter, podcasts, go check out Adventurers Anonymous. It's doing really well at the moment, and we're having a great time recording new episodes of new podcasts coming out as well very soon. But yes, until next time, everybody, thank you, and try not to roll too many nat ones because they're crit fails in Star Ascension, and we want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, everybody.
Night-night.
Bye.
Thanks all.